Welcome into some Sunday afternoon banana ball action coming to you once again from Miami. We had an epic back and forth battle last night with the Party Animals coming out on top as they remain undefeated that is, here in the 305. The loss can't keep the Bananas down for long though. They've got another 35,000 plus fans to entertain this afternoon, and we know they'll ace that task, but their other task is a tough one. The Animals are red hot, winners of 3 straight and 4 of their last 5. Today the boys in black and pink look to sweep Miami and take an overall lead in the tour for the first time since they were up 2-1. The Bananas hoping to turn the tide. They will send rookie Kyle Perry out for his first career start, while the Animals are going to one of their vets. It will be Brett Helton as they look to extend their winning streak and jump back out in front of this back and forth tour, currently knotted at 6 games each, as we welcome you inside the broadcast booth with Josh Tolevsky, Vico Scala. Thank you all so much for spending your Sunday afternoon with us here in virtual Banana Land. We have had 4 games in Florida so far this year. All 4 of them have now gone to showdowns.
Which means that all 4 of the games have been very close battles between the Bananas and Party Animals. Right now, it's 2 wins apiece for either squad. But right now, the Party Animals are the hot team in Banana Ball, a 3-game win streak. And what stands out for them right now, the offense really doing some big things. And they're getting big performances from single guys in games. Last night, it was Noah Fisher. The game before that, it was when Jake Skull hit for the cycle. The big question, who might step up offensively for the Party Animals? And on the Banana side of things, can the rookie Kyle Perry start to silence those Party Animals bats in this matchup today?
Let's see what Drake Toll has going on down on the field. He has one of the Party Animals' heroes from last night's victory.
And Pico, you talked a little bit about last night, another showdown win for the Party Animals. Drew Gillespie warmed up in this very bullpen that went out, closed the door. Drew, talk me through your strategy in showdowns, because it's a whole lot different than when you got 9 guys out there in total.
Yeah, shout out to Kyle Luis real quick. Cowboy had the fans clapping last night while I was warming up. I couldn't hear a thing down here. It was brutal. But going into showdowns, I really want weak contact going into that round 1, only having 1 defender. In round 2, you're really looking for a strikeout or a pop-up, something that you can go get the ball and throw them out at home plate. A line drive doesn't work, a ground ball doesn't work. So pitching up in the zone, found success last night. I was able to get the strikeout, secure a dub.
Drew, 8 of 12 games gone to showdowns. You participated in a lot of those so far in 2025. What brings you to another level when it comes to the end of regular duration of the Banana Ball game and that showdown format?
I think a lot has to do with the guys behind me. I mean, they all did their jobs to get us to that point in the showdowns. And, you know, my job on this team is to go out and win it for us. So, you know, having that confidence with my teammates to go out there and do the job, coaching staff trusting me fully, and having Andy back there is just fantastic for me. Just throwing the pitches he calls works out.
Drew, last night specifically, how did you shut the door?
Like always, walked right in, or opened it up.
No! All right, come back. Drew Gillespie, final question. How did you shut the door last night?
Opened up, walked right in, shut it right behind me.
Josh, Vico, cut the other part and party on.
Yeah, we'll fix that in post. It's tricky trying to figure out how you shut those doors on the Bananas, but Gillespie somehow continues to get it done more often than not. You take a look at how close this battle has been in Florida, both here in 2025 and going back to the first Banana Ball game ever played here in March 18th back in Jackie Robinson Ballpark in Daytona.
Yeah, I mean, you focus on this Florida series, both of these teams even with each other. All 4 games have gone to showdowns, and once you get to showdowns, sometimes it feels like a crapshoot. Right now, Brady Keiss and Drew Gillespie have been the big men to step it up for them pitching-wise. And you see in this all-time Florida series, the Party Animals 2 games better. It's primarily because they have outpitched the Bananas in the Sunshine State.
We'll see if the Nanners can jump back out in front in 2025, or if the Animals will take Miami. We've got extended pregame coverage for you here. The Banana Baby about to be presented to LoanDepot Park. Let's toss it down to Jesse.
Twins, Ava and James. 7 months old, weighing 15 pounds. They were born for this moment, our first twins of the year. One more time for tonight's Banana Babies, Ava and James.
Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, direct your attention to left field. They're the wildest, craziest, sexiest, most outrageous group of animals you'll ever lay your eyes on. And they're here for just one reason: to party. Here they come. Make some noise for the party animals! Let's meet the starting lineup for the party animals in center field. Reese Hampton. At DH, number 12, Noah Fisher. The extra hitter, Jake Skoll. Catcher, Andy Cosgrove. At shortstop, number 11, Chase Hiccup. At third base, number 8, Bryson Bloomer. Left fielder, number 4, Tanner Tinder Thomas. Right fielder, Armando Buceta. At second base, number 9, Dustin Bieber. And at first base, number 20, Sal Jacobo. On the mound, number 10, Brett Hilton. The party animals are managed by Mike Baba Babasis, assisted by Thomas Sim Shady Semino, and Anthony, how you doing? Poramato.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am bringing some Bananas power to the plate. His name is Jackson. Jackson is 6 years old, and he's attempting to hit a home run against these party animals. So can I hear some noise for my dear friend, Jackson? He's facing party animals pitcher Brett Hilton, who's flexing on a 6-year-old. Interesting. Let's see what happens. Wind up and the pitch. Ooh, big swing and a miss. Brett thinks he's mighty cool out here, picking on a 6-year-old. The count's 0-1. Here comes pitch number 2.
Strike two. Brett, why don't you pick on somebody your own size? Whoa! Split says he's had enough of this knot. Whoa! Split just pushed him, and now Jackson's got a fair fight. Boom! Oh my goodness! Chase Acuff is off to the races! Oh my gosh! What just happened at first base? He's off to the races! He's rounding second! Bumbling, tumbling, stumbling his way around the bases! He's rounding third! Tanner Thomas grabs the ball! Here's the play at the plate! It slides in, save it all!
How about the slide into home wearing shorts? Bold move. Let's check on Sal Jacobo over at first base. Got the glove and the banana ball sent to him at some wild speed from Chase Acuff. And now, as they learn the 11 rules of banana ball here, we'll give them to you on the broadcast as well.
Once they have completed their fruit roll-up, we will move down the line. The first team to eat all 3 fruit roll-ups will be declared your winners. Miami, Florida, are you ready? On your marks, get set, roll them up. We're moving quickly. Gage is moving on. Ty, two flying with that fruit roll-up. Peter's still working on it. We're almost there. Ty's moving. On to Sean Blue for the Party Animals. Ty's almost done. On to DR Meadows. Can he bring it home? Sean Fluke, you got work to do, brother. I know you love these fruit roll-ups. Get it up there. Get up there. Sean Fluke on to Nate Tellier. Here we go. DR Meadows, Nate Tellier. It's anybody's game. Miami, Florida. Who's it going to be? DR Meadows and the Party Animals have lost. The Bananas win. Your players, shall we? Now, director.
Boy, that was some heart-stopping action right there on the fruit roll-up challenge. No free ads. Could have been any kind of a... What is that?
I think that's like a fruit by the foot.
That, yeah, fruit by the foot. Yeah, sure. Okay, let's talk about the pitchers. What a moment here for Kyle Perry. After 6 years at the University of Nebraska, he makes his way to Banana Ball, and his first start is in our first Major League Baseball stadium of 2025. and he's opposed by a banana ball legend, the former Pirates minor leaguer Brett Helton, who is in his 4th year in the sport, his 3rd World Tour.
Well, it's not only Kyle Perry's first banana ball start, it's his first start since his 2023 season at the University of Nebraska. So the Bananas are putting a lot of trust in the rookie left-hander's arm today, as he's the only Banana right now with more than 6 innings pitched and an average minutes per inning mark below 4 minutes right now. He's been very effective, and he's got the advantage of the fact that the Party Animals are only seeing him for the 6th time in his career. Meanwhile, for Brett Helton, this is the 77th time the Bananas have faced off against him. So for him, he's got to figure out how to become less predictable against these guys. That's something Andy Archer had an emphasis on a night ago. I think Helton needs to adopt that same mindset if he wants to be effective in today's ballgame for the Party Animals.
Well, I'll tell you where Brett was incredibly effective. In the broadcast booth last night, he joined Drake Toll, tied the two of us up. They did a half inning of play-by-play and color commentary, and Helton was unbelievable. Let's listen into some of his best calls.
Bat boy!
Oh, he's down!
No! Big time, big players. Punched his ticket. Let's go!
High leverage pitch.
Smell you later! Can I help you, sir? No, I'm just looking. Frozen.
Tate
Will
McRae.
you take his shirt off, please?
Pretty lady.
I mean, Brett was so good in the booth, I'm considering dressing up in a swim cap and goggles for every broadcast.
I actually think I'm going to be Brett Helton for Halloween come October of this year.
I think you should be Brett Halloween for Helton. I think that's even better.
I'm cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, man.
All right, it's a really fun one today. Our tour is tied at 6 games each. The Florida battle is tied at 2 games apiece, and the Party Animals are trying to sweep the first 2-game MLB set this year. You can see the band parading through the field. Jesse Cole is calling out the entire casted crew, so let's turn it down to the man with the yellow tux.
For your princess of Banana Land, it's Princess Potassia. And now, the greatest dad bod cheerleading squad in all the land, your Bananas. Keep those hands going. For the bat trickster, Alex Ziegler. Let me see those hands for the king of potassium. His name is Split. And now, the tallest man in Banana Ball, Dakota Stilts Albritton. And let's hear it for your dancing umpire, Vincent Chapman. And finally, the breakdancing coach himself. His name is Maceo. Let's hear it for the cast of your Bananas. Now, the cast is ready. The players are ready. It's now time for you, the fans, to get ready. So I need everyone on your feet. Because it is time for the fan warm-up. So please welcome to the field, 5-year-old Alessia. Come out here, Alessia. Oh, I love that dress. You are matching me, and we're ready to rock. All right, Alessia, here's the deal. We need to get this crowd warmed up to bring the energy today. So whatever you do, they're gonna do. Are you ready for this?
Yes.
Yes, the cutest yes I've ever heard. All right, Alessia, here we go. Oh, good start. Keep it going, Alessia. Oh, high knees. We're doing high knees. Okay. Oh, all right, we're spinning. We're spinning. I like it. Keep it going, Alessia. Oh, okay. Jumping with you. Keep it going. Oh, the sprinkler or the knife. I don't know what that is, but I kind of like it. Keep it going. Oh, we're spinning. we're swimming. That makes sense. We're still swimming. Oh no, jumping jacks! Now we're getting warm. Keep going. Oh yes. Alessia, look around this crowd, going crazy for you. Fans, let's hear it for 5-year-old Alessia.
How about the roar of the crowd right there? An all-time performance in the fan warm-up. Hope you were getting loose at home as well. Now it's time to gift your voices to Malachi Mitchell.
Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, and potassium enthusiasts from around the world. Tonight, you and thousands of your friends here live and millions more still watching at home have gathered here to witness something beyond your wildest imagination. From Montana to Savannah, from the Isle of Man to Tokyo, Japan, the Banana Maniacs come from across the globe to witness. This is not baseball. This is the Crucible, where the fastest, hungriest, and the most entertaining players are forged. This is a game of the fans, by the fans, and for the fans. But this is not your granddad's pastime. This is not just another day at the ballpark. This game is baseball by birth, fruit by name, and an absolute worldwide phenomenon by the grace of God. This is the time for all you fans here in Miami, Florida, to get on your feet and give me your voices. Because this is the greatest show in sports. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Banana Ball!
It's time to meet the starting lineup for your Savannah Bananas. Leading off in center field, number 5, DR the Doc Meadows. The DH, number 19, Dan Ober. The catcher, number 3, Eric Jones. In the cleanup spot, the left fielder, number 15, we call him Rack, Robert Anthony Cruz. In right field, hitting 5th, number 2, Reese Superman Alexiadis. Batting 6th, the extra hitter, number 1, Bill LeRoy. Batting 7th at shortstop, number 6, our glove magician, Ryan Cobb. At third base, number 18, he does it all, Danny Hosley. At first base, number 4, Kyle K.J. Jackson. And at second base, the songbird of our generation, number 13, Dalton Moulton. On the mound for your Bananas today, number 32, Kyle Perry. Your Bananas are managed by Tyler Gillum, assisted by Adam Byron, Eric Fox, and Reggie Horte. Fans, please rise and remove your hats. Here to honor America with the singing of today's national anthem, please welcome Ellie Rose.
Say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bomb bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
You are watching Game 13 of the 2025 Banana Ball World Tour. Our second of two battles between the Bananas and Party Animals here in Miami, Florida. The Animals with a heart-stopping 5-4 victory last night after 2 rounds of showdowns. They are 2-0 all-time here in Lone Depot Park, home of the Miami Marlins, and looking to remain undefeated this afternoon and jump back in front of this World Tour. They have not led until we were just 3 games in. Let's take a look at their starting lineup tonight. Same top 7. Actually, it's the exact same lineup as far as order goes from last night. Hampton, Fisher, Skoll, and then Cosgrove with Acuff, Bloomer, and Thomas in the middle, and Becerra, Baber, and Jacobo at the bottom.
Well, Noah Fisher in the 2-hole is the man who had the big night last night offensively for the Party Animals. 3 for 5, and all 3 of those hits went for extra bases. It was 2 home runs for Fish, but also coming up to the plate to Bonnie Tyler's total eclipse of the heart, and then leaving the yard. All those Bananas defenders had to turn around and watch that one sail over the fence in Lone Depot Park. So for the Party Animals sophomore designated hitter, he's looking to stay hot as he recorded the first 3 hits in a major league ballpark in his Banana Ball career as well.
Yeah, because of a late season injury last year, he was only able to play in 3 of the 5 MLB parks that the Party Animals battled the Bananas in. But boy, oh boy, he made up for those hitless 3 games last night, and we get a look at Kyle Perry. He has been really impressive across his young Banana Ball career. The rookie gets his biggest moment yet here today.
6th appearance of the year for Kyle Perry, but his first start of his Banana Ball career, he had 2 during his 2023 season at Nebraska. And the Bananas are still looking to find a consistent arm to start behind Noah Nisnik. So the rookie is getting his opportunity. That 3-minute and 59-second average minutes per inning mark, the lowest of any qualified Bananas arm right now.
Let's get a gander at the defense behind KP here this afternoon. Same outfield as yesterday. It is Cruz in left, Meadows in center, Alexiadis in right. In the infield, you see Hosley at third, Cox at short. Malden gets the start at second, and Kyle Jackson at first, while EJ is behind the plate.
Well, last time we saw KJ Jackson at first base, he had 4 trick plays at the position in Fort Myers. But also keep an eye out on Ryan Cox in today's ball game. He is 5 trick plays away from reaching 400 in his Banana Ball career.
You see Dalton Malden getting his first start of the tour. Jackson Olsen under the weather this afternoon. Dalton was 1 for 2 last night. We'll see if he can seize the moment again today. Let's get it on down to Jesse.
Banana Nation, it is time. On 3, I need you all to yell, start the clock. 1, 2, 3. Showtime.
Leading off.
The 2-hour timer is ticking. It only matters if it runs out before we get to the 9th inning. If that is the case, whatever inning we are playing in will be the final one played. Every run will count as a point. Haven't had that happen in a Bananas game since the 2023 World Tour. Ball and a strike here on Reese Hampton. And he blasts this one out to right center. Meadows on his horse, calls off Alexiadis, and makes the snag deep in right center.
Well, DR started last night's ball game with a trick play in center field, a backflip at that. This one just continued to carry off the bat of Hampton. No shot at a trick play for DR, but a quick first out for Kyle Perry.
For Hampton, Noah Fisher and company, we have to look out for the exact same arsenal as they did for Noah Nisnik at the start of last night's contest. Perry's a 3-pitch guy, fastball, changeup, and curveball. Also stands 6 feet tall. And also is known for pounding the zone. Falls behind Fisher 3-1 here. And a smile from the guy who went 3 for 5 with a pair of doubles and a dinger last night. That's a pitcher's pitch, though. To run the count full. There is ball 4. Fish hurls his bat towards the dugout. All 7 Bananas fielders behind the pitcher and catcher have to touch the ball before it's live. They pull off the ball 4 sprint defense to perfection and hold Fish to 1 base on his tour-leading 10th sprint this year.
First man to double digits when it comes to sprints in 2025. Now Fisher has reached base in 4 of his 6 plate appearances in Miami.
Came in with a .424 on-base percentage. That increases. Mighty swing and a miss there from Jake Skoll. Chance for the fans to get the best hitter on the tour out. They do not come up with it. Saw 3 foul outs to the fans last night, all within the first 3.5 innings, and then none after that. So the Banana Ball record still sits at 3 for a game.
Coming out before the game started, Jesse Cole, he posed the challenge to the fans, wanting to see if they could set a record as the fans get a second shot against Skoll and do not come down with a catch.
Scully pacing the tour with his .446 batting average, 4 home runs, 8 doubles, and 15 runs scored. He's been an offensive weapon unlike any other here in his 5th Banana Ball World Tour.
Well, that month of February we saw from Skoll, one of the greatest in Banana Ball history, as the Party Animals extra hitter is plunked by Kyle Perry. Now 2 on, and uncharacteristic wildness from KP to start his first frame.
Couple ducks on the pond here for Andy Cosgrove as his teammates all pull off the Jake Lialios invented Love Island theme song dance. If you're wondering where the vast majority of the walk-up dances come from the Party Animals, most of them from the beautiful brain of Lialios. 2 balls and no strikes on the former Minnesota Twins minor leaguer. Fouls it back into the second deck. Not caught. Cosgrove has been swinging the bat awful well across his first dozen games as a Party Animal. Gives the fans another chance. And it's caught! What a fine play by that young lady. Barehanded snag and a beauty at that.
Just about as excited as we've seen any fan in 2025, and hugging her friend as well. That is a massive second out for the Bananas in the first inning. And you see the smile of relief on Perry's face as well. What a catch.
That's an enormous second out. That was an end one. The hoop and the harm. Had to contend with a defender. Strong hands on the play. Chase Acuff, new batting stance. I can't understand why he would do that. He's been hitting the cover off the ball. .358 batting average this year. Although he did lose his 11-game hitting streak last night.
But was plunked in last night's contest. So does maintain a 12-game on-base streak for the Animals.
Kyle Perry 1 ball away from pushing in Fisher from second. And there it is. We just cannot find the zone. Acuff will take the free stake. Skoll is going to slam the brakes at third once again. Terrific sprint defense by the Bananas. But another example of why pitching is so tough in banana ball. There's no such thing as a free base. Someone's in scoring position, and you fire 4 balls to a hitter. That guy's coming home, barring a disaster from a base running standpoint. And by disaster, I mean you have to trip and fall and probably break a leg to not make it home from second.
Well, this is just surprising to see from Perry, who entered today's game with a 4.8% ball four sprint rate, the second lowest mark of any Bananas arm. Now all he's got to do is avoid issuing another free pass to Bryson Bloomer, who blasts this one over the head of Robert Anthony Cruz in left field. The Party Animals are going to plate 2 and have a 3 spot in the first inning.
Clutch piece of hitting there by the third-year Party Animal. That was an ambush. After a 5-pitch sprint allowed to Acuff before him, Grayson knew that he might get a cookie. Perry tried to jump out in front. Grayson was ready to rumble, as is Tanner Thomas, but he fouls one off, and that is caught by a fan. Another fantastic barehanded snag. Boy, the defense unbelievable by the Miami faithful in the top of the first.
We saw some early fan-caught foul balls in last night's game. That is appearing to be the case as Tyler Gillum has our first fan to catch a foul ball today.
A legendary snag by that woman. Take another look at it. Well, here we'll get the second foul out to a fan, another barehanded snag. Smooth as could be. So some run support for Brett Helton. His boys push 3 across. He can allow 2 runs and still win the inning, claim the first point available this afternoon. And that is a dream come true for a guy going out there to start his afternoon on the bump.
And it's start number 5 for Brett Helton this season. He has a 1-1 record. What's really surprising for him so far, he has twice as many ball four sprints as strikeouts generated this season. The 10.3 ball four sprint rate he currently has is the highest mark he has ever posted in his banana ball career. But Helton, as long as he's dialed in, is going to be pitching to contact, hoping to induce trick plays behind him. And 47.2% of his total outs this season have come with a trick play behind him.
Get a look at the conclusion to the world's slowest race. Boy, that's an impressive performance. Textbook stuff there, reaching out and pulling the finish line down. Get a look at the Animals defense today. Left to right in the outfield, Thomas, Hampton, and Becerra. Third to first in the infield, Bloomer, Acuff, Baber, and Jacobo, with Cosgrove behind the dish.
Well, Acuff was without a trick play last night. It actually snapped a 12-game streak for him. So now Dustin Baber, the man with the longest active trick play streak, 11 straight games for the Party Animals.
It was just the opening night of the tour that Baber didn't get on the board, and that's just a situational thing. Never got the ball to do it. DR Meadows, Dan Oberst, and Eric Jones Jr. due to swing at the doctor. A hot shot through the 6-hole. And DR 2 for 3 last night. Continues to rake. Came in hitting a team high 395. Eclipsed his buddy Ryan Cox, who last night 1 for 3. Dropped his average down from 400 to 394. So DR up a point. He'll extend that lead a tad. And now Dan Oberst ahead of ball and no strikes. We'll see if Cox can answer. And the 7-hole comes around for the Bananas. An elevation in the batting order for their shortstop. This one popped to the right side. Jacobo in foul territory. Tries to go behind the back, cannot nail the trick play attempt.
Nice attempt for Jacobo, and he can try to come away with a trick play there, knowing that the Party Animals have a pretty sizable lead right now in the inning, so you can take some risks defensively.
Meadows off for second. Bender from Helton, a strike from Cosgrove, but never had a chance. DR perfect 4 for 4 in his stolen base tries this year. Takes the double play possibility out of effect. And Oberst muscles this one deep to dead center. Reese Hampton on the run, played it perfectly. DR will tag and advance to third. That's an important first out for the Animals.
Yeah, very smart read by DR Meadows standing at second base. Didn't go halfway, stayed on that second base bag because whether Hampton caught it or not, he knew that he could advance at least one base there.
Now Eric Jones Jr. And shies out of the way of what was supposed to be a front door bender. 2-0 count. Former Pirates minor leaguer on the mound. Former Twins and Mariners minor leaguer in the box. That is a mighty hack. DJ trying to cut the deficit to just one in one fell swoop. Sitting on 2 home runs here in his 4th World Tour. And has to shy out of the way of that one. Is plunked. Sets up the inning tying run coming up to the dish. Will rock the baby as he takes his free base.
Well, we saw KP a little wild in his first inning. Brett Helton, shaky control to start as well. The hit by pitch of Eric Jones Jr., and he's still yet to land a first pitch strike to a Bananas batter.
I think the deflection off EJ may have caught Andy Cosgrove. Party Animals trainer Casey was out there checking on him. Good to see he's A-okay. So runners on the corners, 1 out. Here is Robert Anthony Cruz. Chops this one into right field. Meadows will score easily. Flash trying to go first to third. And Becerra's throw cut off by Acuff. Manners push a run across. And now Reese Alexiadis steps in as the inning-winning run. He launched his first homer of the tour last night. And it was a walk-off at that. Tried to double his tally right there. Fouls it back.
Well, right now, this is the challenge for Brett Helton. He's had 8 opportunities where he's entered the inning with a lead. He's only held on to that lead 4 times, so a 50% success rate.
It's Alexiadis to leave the zone. Good action there on the fastball from Helton. Back ahead of Super Reese. Showing off some unique checking on runner skills. That's a tomahawk. Just survival swing from Alexiadis as the ball ends up in the second deck, not caught by a fan.
We've seen Party Animals pitchers as a whole having the most success against Alexiadis, running pitches in on the hands. Helton just jammed Alexiadis. May try and do it yet again as this one's yanked foul.
Up the FIFA there from Bloomer. Kicked that thing straight into the net. Great battle here. Alexiadis has shown a very shrewd eye here in his 2nd World Tour. He's earned 8 ball, 4 sprints, has only struck out 4 times. Helton drops down, this one lifted to shallow left center. Hampton making the call, Flash looking to tag, and he'll slam the brakes. That's respect to the fantastic arm of the former Tigers and Diamondbacks minor leaguer.
You could see as Thomas and Hampton were approaching each other, it was Hampton making a pretty emphatic call that he wanted that ball and a possible chance to gun down Malachi Mitchell. That was a smart hold from Tyler Gillum, coaching him at third base.
Well, especially when you're trailing by 2 runs in the inning, that second run doesn't matter. It's rack on first base. You've got to get in to deny the Party Animals the first point here today.
And you've also got a man in Bill Leroy who's had 5 of his first 8 hits go for extra bases. You trust in his bat right now.
Yeah, those 5 extra base hits, surprising as it may be for the 8-year Bananas, tied for the Bananas team lead. 2 home runs, 3 doubles. And you can see in the effort he puts into the swing, it's not surprising that he's been slugging. This one popped, foul territory. Cosgrove and Jacobo coming together. Andy Cosgrove behind his back. Are you kidding me? What a trick play to earn the point for the Party Animals.
That is gutsy from Andy Cosgrove. He nails his first career trick play with an incredible behind the back snag to earn the point for the Party Animals. Wow!
And what a view from Jacobo. All right, let's get some dance lessons. Down to the field, we go to Maceo Harrison.
Savannah Bananas, and I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do in the box tonight, if you're wondering, all right? So it's gonna be something simple, easy, old school move, right? So we're gonna do a running man. So we're gonna go up, drop down, up, drop down, all right? Up, drop down, that's 4 of them. And then we just gonna move it back. 1, 2, go to the right, 1, 2, jump to the left, and now I might hear a twerk here and there or something. All right, so I'm gonna show you that one more time, full out, ready? 5, 6, 7, 8, we go, 3 and 4, we go back to double, and back to double, and hey, work it out. All right, that's Dancing With Me, Maceo Harrison, first base dance coach of Savannah Bananas. See you guys soon. Deuces.
Thanks so much, Mace, and I'm sure we'll see him pull that one off later this afternoon when he's out coaching first or third base. Look out for it in the 3rd or 4th inning. That's when he'll be coaching first. And we'll have the Iron Horse of BTV, Emerson Elmgren, with the camera locked on him so we do not miss it. And everyone can boogie with Maceo back at home.
I think I would take a dance lesson from Maceo over playing a game like Just Dance any day.
Couldn't agree more. Josh and I are lucky enough to have already gotten a few dance lessons from Maceo as we head to the top of the 2nd inning. Boy, that is paint right on the outside corner. 0-2 count to Armando Becerra, the hometown kid. Hails from Hialeah. Grew up tearing up the local baseball leagues here in the Miami area. This one tapped down the first baseline. It's going to end foul as Mondo runs into KP. Bottom 3 in the order here for the Party Animals. Mondo, Baber, and Jacobo due to swing it.
You guys still trying to find their swings for the Party Animals right now, so very advantageous part of the order for KP.
Swing and a miss. Gas is up, Becerra. And Perry with a much better start here to his 2nd inning of work. First strikeout of the afternoon.
Well, that's more so the Kyle Perry that we're expecting to see. 4 of his first 5 pitches, he's all landed strikes. And Gilliam Environ, before the season kicked off, said, we expect him to be one of the most consistent strike throwers on the team this season. That is high praise for a rookie.
After pretty much a perfectly executed plan of attack against Becerra, he falls behind Baber 2-0. Make it 3 balls and no strikes. And Baber taking all the way. Wow, that one just scrapes the inside corner. That's a pitcher's pitch and a hitter's count. KP right back in it, counts full. Working quickly. Swing and a miss. From 3-0 to a strikeout. Goes to the changeup on the payoff pitch. Back-to-back Ks.
Yet you're seeing the diversity in KP's arsenal now. The first strikeout coming on the fastball, and then KP bearing a changeup low to Baber, inducing the chase. Now time to see if KP can get one against Sal Jacobo, who has over a 20% strikeout rate early on this year.
I think Brady Kais has been loading up on the Reggie armor today. That guy's juiced up. Perfect spot in the background of the Jacobo ISO shot. Ball and 2 strikes now. on the Party Animals rookie. Back up the middle, base knock. As Sal reaches with 2 down. I think we're going to have something special here from Reese Hampton as we get back to the top of the order. Here we go. Well, speaking of Just Dance, Josh, looks like Hampton, Skoll, Ponce, and Thomas are got a little Just Dance action for us here before Hampton's second trip to the dish. System up on the video board. This looks like perfect execution from the guys. They're saying not every move has been hit at the exact perfect time. That's a 10 out of 10 for me. Oh, guys, there he is. He's still singing. Hashtag that power. Shout out Will I Am. I was a huge Black Eyed Peas guy as a kid. Huge.
That checks out.
Giant.
That clears
enormous.
for me.
Yeah. This one high and deep to left. Reese Hampton has hashtag warning track power. Robert Anthony Cruz there for the rack flip. Second straight ball game. Hampton just shy of a bomb. And how about that? He got a gift from a fan, and he's able to come through on the promise.
The fan asking for a rack flip on his birthday, and Robert Anthony Cruz is able to oblige. Incredible play on the warning track. 7th backflip catch this season from Cruz.
That leads all fielders. DR Meadows right behind him as we nail down some banana ball basics after 3 foul outs to fans last night, 2 already this afternoon. It is very topical to talk about how fans can catch foul balls for outs. It is now up to 2 in today's game, as I mentioned, and we've got the highlights of them because both were really brilliant plays. One off first base foul territory, the second on the third base side.
Yeah, it started with Andy Cosgrove lifting this one behind the first base dugout. Young lady coming away with an incredible play. And then how about this? Kyle Perry benefits from another catch in the exact same inning. Already, we've had 5 fan-caught foul balls in this series, and fortunately for the Bananas, 4 of them have gone in their favor.
Sweet Marlins jersey on the guy who made that second snag, too. It's the first time I've ever seen a yellow Marlins jersey. We're 2 away from breaking the record here this afternoon. Only an inning and a half in. So still plenty of time for some banana ball history. Jesse Cole and company still participating in the sing-off. The party in the USA. Bottom 4 in the Bananas lineup due to swing it. Here is the aforementioned Ryan Cox. And boy, he nearly hit it to the guy who caught that second foul out. Unfortunately, his friend denies him banana ball history right there. Could have tied the single game record. Could have been the first fan ever to catch multiple foul balls for outs in the same game. He's in a good spot. One-two here from Helton to Cox. And a tapper down the third baseline. Bryson Bloomer really had no play. Ryan Cox, how does he keep doing it? It is very Luis Arias, Ichiro Suzuki kind of type of approach, and it keeps working.
It's not necessarily a conventional slap hit, and I don't think that's what he was intending to do, but it wound up working in Cox's favor anyways. He is probably the best battler with 2 strikes in banana ball, and you saw it on display there. Really fine piece of hitting.
Yeah, I'd add on that he is the best battler with 2 strikes in banana ball. He's the only guy in either lineup without a strikeout, as Hosley destroys that, but way foul. Can he do it all? Tough cookie with 2 strikes as well. He's ahead 2 balls and a strike here. Hitting .267, but a .421 on base percentage. And is the count even at 2-2 after that foul.
Well, collected a hit last night in the second inning. It was actually Hosley's first hit since February 7th. He had really front-loaded his hits on tour. It's good to see him get back and tally one in that department as he swings through the 2-2 pitch from Brett Helton. Nice two-seamer running inside on Hosley, getting him the K.
Yeah, that was nasty stuff from the pride of Colorado Springs, who gets to celebrate with some red light, green light. It's Brett's favorite boogie. His teammates, Drake Toll and company, all enjoy it as well. Cox environment, not so much.
Well, 13 games into the season, you see even the rookie Sal Jacobos getting in on the dance as well. As Helton, yeah, that's what you're gonna get. You're gonna get a little bit of spazzing. You honestly never know what you're going to get, which includes him flipping himself right side up on the mound.
He was a man possessed during the strikeout celebration there. I've actually seen him pull that one out at a couple clubs across the country as well.
He's just possessed by the rhythm, my friend.
You've seen the reaction when he broke that one out at KOK in Baton Rouge last year. He's a crowd pleaser. Gnarly two-seam fastball there, jumps ahead of Kyle Jackson. What a start to his first full World Tour he's having. Hitting .333. He's leading the tour with his .560 on base percentage.
Yeah, KJ's reached 15 times on base in his first 25 plate appearances. It's pretty ridiculous what he's been able to do, and he's had some very professional at-bats. That's what it takes to be able to reach that often. As Helton slow pitches KJ, charges towards the batter, and it'll wind up just a fielder's choice for the Party Animals. Boy, Helton really possibly putting himself in harm's way there. Favor can't even believe it, he's laughing so hard.
Get another look. Oh my God. That is psychotic behavior. Oh man. Well, Brett got no run support in the bottom of the second, or in the top of the second rather. So now here in the bottom half, he's trying to pull off all the stops. Mariners only need 1 run to walk off the inning. KJ takes over for Cox as first as that inning-winning run. Dalton Malden behind 0-1. Just that one bounce on home plate. Malden had a knock off of one of Helton's fellow former minor league teammates last night. Nate Tellier had him in a 2-strike hole. Dalton took a fastball line to back up the middle. Cannot connect on the gnarly curve right there.
It was after he was gassed up on both of those first 2 pitches from Tellier, so Malden made the adjustment. Now is trying to make one against Helton behind in the count.
Wow. Two-seamer just barely misses the outside corner. Malden calm, cool, collected. Deuce is wild. And that will be a B move from Helton over to first. Check on K-Jack as Jacobo tries to deke him. Foul tip. Malden just able to get a piece of the changeup.
This is why you see Malden drawing his first start since June 15th of last year. Tyler Gillum told me last night he's been very impressed with the at-bats and approach from Malden at the plate and wanted to give him the opportunity this afternoon.
Heater once again just misses that outside corner. Cosgrove and Helton wanted it. Brett says, all right, I just missed it by a bit, Vince. Big full count offering coming. Bounce to Bloomer. He fields it between the legs, but he lost the banana ball. K-Jack is stuck in between second and third. And now Baber in pursuit. Acuff takes over the pickle duties, and he'll apply the tag. Well, aggressive base running as per usual from Kyle Jackson. It's to the detriment of the Nanners right there as Helton holds serve.
And you can see Gillum speaking with Jackson after the result of that play. Obviously, a misread for KJ, guy who tends to get uber aggressive, whether it's running the bases or with his defensive abilities. And he runs the Bananas into the final out of the frame. Party Animals still maintain their lead through 2.
Bounce this helmet right to John Crosser, the third base umpire, who infamously has a prosthetic leg. Pulled it out during a celebration when a call he made survived a challenge. First time he broke it out was in Louisville last year on an out call at second, to the delight of the folks in Louisville Slugger Field. Jesse Cole, the Bananas and company all enjoying the terrific talents of the Banana Band. Hello, Mr. Matt Baldridge. There's Rad Bod with the cheese. Neil banging away on the snare drum. And nobody, and I mean nobody, loves the Banana Band as much as Jesse Cole. Although Fluffman is close. Good work, my friends. It was a tale of 2 innings for Kyle Perry. Gave up 3 in the first, but was helped out by 2 foul outs to fans. And then he did a lot of the work himself in the second. Only allowed the 2-out single to Jacobo, picked up a pair of strikeouts. Blanked the Party Animals. Now he has 2, 3, and 4 in the order here in the third.
And you don't want to forget about the rack foot we saw to close out that inning. Thrown in 3 minutes and 15 seconds for KP, trying to best that here as he lands the first pitch strike against Fisher.
Line drive over the leap of Dalton Malden. Fish stays red hot. 3 for 5 last night with 2 doubles and a home run. Now a sprint and a single here this afternoon. Get another look at how close Dalton was to robbing Fisher.
This could use an extra inch or 2 of height there. Great effort from Malden, but Fisher continues to stay hot. And Jake Skull still batting over 400 is in the box. Plunked his first time up.
Came around to score his tour-leading 16th run. Dangerous pitch. Dangerous swing. Skull cannot connect. And look out, Jake nearly plunked again. Another tough spot to be in. And Skull once again hacking. This is a moonshot to the fans. Would be an unbelievable snag. And it's bobbled, oh my gosh. Right into the bread basket, ends up on the concrete floor.
And the fan fell to the concrete trying to catch that ball. Very close situation. And Skull trying to keep this one fair. It will slice foul. And we will wait another payoff.
Well, that's where Skull notched his double last night. Part of his 13 extra base hits to pace the tour. He's got a 10-game extra base hit streak on the line here tonight, which is absurd to say out loud. And showing off that excellent two-strike approach that he's brought into his 5th World Tour.
We touched on it last night. Skull struck out in 18% of his at-bats last season. He's got that below 10% in 2025. And that is another great battle from Skull and a couple bobbles from the fans. It will not result in another out.
Reginald Horton getting after it as per usual.
Big Warren Zevon guy.
Front door bender never finds the zone. So Skull earns the sprint. Fisher is going to stop at 3rd. Skull's going to retreat back to 1st. He's nearly halfway to 2nd, but saw the Bananas nailing the sprint defense once again, so does not take a chance. Another improved aspect of his game. Battled. Flirted with disaster with the fans, but when they were not able to nab him, earned his 6th sprint of the year, which now is even with his strikeout total.
Yeah, 9-pitch battle for Skull. Works out for the Party Animals. Now it's Andy Cosgrove with 20 runs batted in to lead the tour. Up to bat and ahead in the count 2-0.
He fouled out to a fan his first time. He hit 3 balls, no strikes. He'll have the green light here. He's got 1 bomb on the tour. Looks like he ended up taking all the way. Fastball lights the zone up, and now a check on Skull, who's back standing. This one high and into foul territory, right side, and not caught. Boy, kid had a great chance at it with the glove, slams it down in disappointment.
Cosgrove close to suffering the fate of his teammate Sal Jacobo last night, who fouled out the fans twice. Now on Perry's full count offering, Cosgrove draws the ball for a sprint, and the Party Animals tally another run. This time it's their first in the 3rd inning as Skull moves up to 3rd.
And a tour leading 21st stake from Andy Cosgrove. Here come the Party starters with the Animals to celebrate that first run scored here in the 3rd. Fisher, who scored the run, gets to take center stage in the boogieing celebration. What a weekend it's been for Fish.
Now Mark Smith in the run for the Party Animals, taking over for Cosgrove. Perry able to get a big first pitch strike against Chase Acuff.
Acuff drove in a run his first time on a ball 4 sprint. And a check on Smith. Designated runner back safely. Can pinch run 1 time every trip through the order. Often he'll take the spot of Cosgrove, the catcher. Smith was off on the pitch. He'll have to retreat after the foul ball. Perry trying to limit the damage. Big 2-2 here. Hot shot, backhanded by Cox. Shovel over to Malden, twisted to first. Oh, Kyle Jackson behind the back reception. A flipping out call from Seth Markham on the double play.
And it's an impressive snag from Jackson as well. Traditionally, the fielders are trying to throw it to the first baseman around the belt. This one is around the shoulder of Jackson, and he's still able to come away with that trick play at first base.
This one bounced the other way. KJ now whips it between the legs. Kyle Perry trying to grab the behind-the-back reception. Bloomer looking for 2 bases. Throw from K-Jack, not in time. Second time here in Miami, we've seen aggressive base-running pull-off for Bloomer. Both times, he was capitalizing on a missed trick play from the Bananas.
Well, Perry trying to collect the first trick play in his career. He's already put himself through a pretty laborious inning. I'm surprised he didn't just try and receive that the normal way and get him out of an inning in around 7 minutes.
He was hoping for the cherry on top. What has been a topsy-turvy first start in his banana ball career. Oh, Malden handles a hot shot from his buddy Tanner Thomas. He'll snag a trick play on the bounce pass to KJ, and that will be the cherry on top in the top of the third.
It's a nice play from Malden, and he caps it off with another trick play in the inning for the Bananas as well. Good range, and there you see, perfect bounce there to K-Jack.
Down to Torrey Bridie on the field.
That is enough to fill Lone Depot Park 11 times. To raise awareness and support communities, we created Bananas Foster, the official nonprofit of Banana Ball. Our organization is dedicated to celebrating those in the foster care community while educating and inspiring others to get involved. Today, we are celebrating the Yendra family. Zach and Lindsay have been a licensed foster family for 5 years. Like Bananas Foster, they share a goal to bring families together. They have kept relationships with the biological families of their foster kids, and in total have welcomed 11 children and teens into their home. And when reunification was no longer an option, they adopted their teen into their family forever. Fans, please join us in celebrating the Yendra family for making a difference right here in your community.
Another big shout out to Lindsay and Zach. Doing amazing work in the foster care community down here in Miami. We head to the bottom of the third inning. Party Animals lead 1 point to zip and have a 2-run advantage here in the third. So if Helton can limit the damage to 1 run or less, Animals will double their lead in that all-important points department.
A lot of lengthy innings so far for the Bananas and Party Animals alike. Helton's still yet to throw one in under 5 minutes today. He's hoping that'll change here in the third. He's got a tricky task with the top 3 in the order due up for the Nanners.
Meadows, Oberst, and EJ due to swing it. Helton, a 5-pitch guy. 4-seam, 2-seam cut fastballs, change up and a curveball. He will throw any pitch and any count. Messes around a lot with different arm angles, different timing. He's a goofball out there on the mound. He has really turned into kind of a prototypical banana ball pitcher. And after 9 years in professional baseball, first in the minors, then in the American Association, He's a pro's pro and continues to show you can be unbelievably silly at 31 years old. Also one of the smarter guys you can find in Banana Land, and that's saying something. A lot of bright eggs around here. D.R. Meadows pops this one left side. Foul territory. Bloomer making an emphatic call, and he will grab it. That was a mile high, so does it try any trickery? Big first out.
Yeah, and with the way that DR has swung the bat in this series, Party Animals don't want to risk him possibly getting a second go-round at the plate and getting himself on. Meadows, he is 2 hits away from 200 in his career, so it'll be interesting to see if he gets 2 more plate appearances in today's ball game.
Changeup misses inside here to Danny Oberst. He gives the fans a chance. That one snagged in the catcher's mitt. Nice grab from that fellow in the second deck.
Well, through 2.5 innings of play, we have once again tied the Banana Ball single game fan caught foul ball record. Great snag up there in the upper deck. And we've got a lot of ball game left to see if we're going to set new Banana Ball history.
Now the Bananas catcher takes over. Jones Jr. plunked his first time. We'll have to wait for Helton and company with his first base coach Maceo joining in. Dancing ahead of the 1-0 delivery. That was not the dance that Maceo taught us a few innings ago. We're keeping an eye out for it though. Well, misses down. 3 balls at no strikes as Mace pulls off his infamous wrecking ball boogie. Need a lot of space at home to replicate that. Hot shot. And this one's going to go all the way to the left field wall. Nearly knocked down by the glove. Tanner Thomas. Creative solution there. Comes up empty. I think even if he did knock that one down, it was destined to be the 4th 2-bagger of the tour for EJ.
Yep, got the green light on 3-0, swung away. And now in EJ's Banana Ball career here in Lone Depot Park, he has 3 2-baggers for the Bananas.
It's in 3 games. Well, Jones Jr. would be happy to make a return trip to Miami in 2026. 1-0 count now on Robert Anthony Cruz. Rack represents the inning tying run. Tried to knot it up with that swing.
He flirted with home runs twice last night. Did not come away with the long ball. Looking to lift off here against Helton and tie up this inning for the Bananas as this one is hit to center field. Reese Hampton behind the back catch will end the inning for the Party Animals and net them a second point in the ball game.
Both of those points coming on behind the back catch trick plays. First, Cosgrove in the first. Now Hampton here in the third. The Animals up 2 points to 0. Another couple looks. Fine work, Reese Lightning. Let's toss it down to big balls.
Take their balls and run at each other as fast as they can. The last one standing will be our winner. This is Big Balls. Gentlemen, are you ready? Here we go. Oh, goodness. Reset, reset. We got to run faster. Jump higher, hit harder. Here we go. Oh, goodness. Alex is down. We're down to 3. Next 3. Here we go. Oh, Colin goes down. Final 2. Spaced it out. Miami, I need you to make some noise. This is big. Grady, Tanner, here we go. He stayed up. We got one more round. Here it is. We got to have it. Let's go. Oh, he's down. Grady is your winner, Miami.
Well, impressive work with the big balls down there from the fellow in the shiny gold helmet. 2-0 Party Animals lead. We head to the fourth. Jared Donaldson takes over on the bump for Kyle Perry.
Fifth time for Donnie taking the mound. Last year, he had a 2.72 earned run average in major league ballparks, so pitched very well on the big stage. And entering this series in Miami, he was the only pitcher who would induce the multiple foul outs to fans this season. Now, seeing what we saw from KP, that is no longer the case, but he's hoping he's on the side of history here in the fourth inning.
This is his former collegiate Bananas teammate, summer of 2022, Armando Becerra. And that one nubbed foul, count still 0-2. Donaldson, the splitter specialist. 3 pitches into his outing, it looks nasty. And what a stop, Eric Jones Jr. prevents Mondo from stealing first, which he has already done once this year.
Yeah, the task gets a little taller for Eric Jones Jr. in the fourth, with Donnie throwing that splitter that oftentimes winds up in the dirt. Now this one over to Dalton Malden. The ball over his shoulder, and it's another trick play for Malden. Back-to-back trick plays at that for the songbird of our generation.
He's doubled his total on the last 2 outs recorded for the Nanners. That's Dalton's version of the Professor. Whips it over that right shoulder. Been seeing Dalton pull that one off for a few years now. 1-0 count on Dustin Baber, who whipped out one of the best trick plays we've seen from a second baseman last night. We'll have to wait for Donaldson, Malden, Cox, and Ty Jackson inserted into center field to dance before he gets the 1-0 pitch. Heater, called strike. Donnie's fired up, as he should be. This one to Cox. He's gonna whip it behind the back with the glove. Gets the Professor, KJ under the leg, contorting his body to finish off the double trick play.
You see the bump of the chest, a point from Ryan Cox. Loving what he's seeing from the Bananas rookie at first base. That is incredible athleticism. We saw what he did with the throw around the shoulder earlier, but man, a lot of good mobility from Jackson to get that one under his leg.
Second trick play of the ball game for Coxie, so he's up to 39 as he continues to pace the World Tour. Kobo singled back up the middle his first time. Cannot connect on the splitter there, behind 1 and 2. Donaldson says, I'm gonna throw you a changeup. Did Kobo go? Chapman is checking. First base umpire Seth Markham says no, finally. Vincent, I think, was worried about a little toot that escaped him. Somehow happens every single game. Splitter misses low and away, count is full. This one rolled over. Danny Hosley on the run over to K-Jack. Long stretch and the scoop. 1-2-3 frame for Donnie with 3 trick plays to boot.
It's Jared Donaldson at his best, a splitter specialist who's able to keep the ball on the ground. It comes with 3 trick plays and a 2-minute and 52nd inning. Fastest of the ball game so far for the Bananas.
And like a great point guard, he spreads the wealth. Starts with Malden, then Cox, and finishes up. And Danny Do-It-All in on the action. Boy, Kyle Jackson, this is a guy who did dabble at first base, a little bit at Kent State, but primarily a third baseman, really a shortstop at heart. And has the talent to be anywhere, but showing off unbelievable footwork and athleticism over at first base. It's really remarkable.
And I just think that if he gets a little bit of a more powerful throw there from Danny Hosley, he's probably trying yet another trick play at the first base bag.
As you can see, hey baby time here in Magic City. With a full capacity crowd on hand, taking part in the legendary Banana Land tradition. Party Animals lead 2 points to nothing, but a 0 there from Donaldson means the Bananas just need 1 run in the 4th to cut that lead in half. It's going to be Reese Alexiadis, Bill Leroy, and Ryan Cox. And with Super Reese leading it off, who has been on the top of his game here in his 2nd World Tour. And he left the yard for the first time last night. And with Super Reese leading things off, wild TikTok that we saw last night. A couple fans in the stands said over-under on homers. They said, over, there's 15 minutes left in the game. I don't think we're going to get one. And, well, that was the pitch before Reese Alexiadis did this.
Over, under, someone goes yard.
I'm low-key taking over. In the next 15 minutes, bro.
Last 15 minutes. Oh, my God.
Reese Alexiadis, walk-off smash. He's not going to leave the yard here. Right side of the infield, Jacobo calling for the tip, and he drops it right onto the infield dirt. Not quite a home run, but he will reach on the trick play missed.
Alexiadis is hoping to capture lightning in a bottle yet again, but instead reaches on the trick play missed. As Bill Leroy, the Bananas extra hitter, has something in store for us.
Shout out to the Jennifer Hudson show for the inspiration there. Staff always creates a tunnel for the guests before they make their big entrance out. I think the boys played homage very well there.
I think Bill Leroy always likes having that extra bit of attention before he gets into the batter's box. He's always been one of the best bats at producing after having one of those signature walk-ups to the dish.
Lost in the banana ball shuffle here. Dalton Ponce has taken over for Helton. 2-0 count here on the Nanners extra hitter. Harley two-seamer was a called strike, whether Bill checked his swing or not. Ponce, another 5-pitch guy. He'll throw any pitch in any spot. Has unbelievable command as he evens this count back up.
He's got 9 strikeouts in his last 5 innings pitched and a 24% strikeout rate. The highest mark on the Party Animals, looking for his first against Leroy, who will give the fans an opportunity to make history. It will not happen on that pitch.
3 foul balls already caught by fans today. One more will break the banana ball single game record. Swing and a miss. Ponce, still a strikeout machine. Sends Leroy back to the dugout. Ponce pulling off a bit of the Tanner Thomas celebration there. And now Coxey steps in. This is what happens when an unstoppable force runs into an immovable object. Ponce striking out Bananas at an insane pace. Cox, the only man in either lineup who has yet to strike out this year. And he's got a 1-1 count on him.
We said the goal is to strike out less than 7 times on tour this season. He's clearly off to a hot start and has been keeping track. He'll be honest of how little he is striking out as Reese Alexiadis on the 1-1 pitch swipes second base against Andy Cosgrove.
It looks like Cosgrove didn't have a good handle on the banana ball, did not want to throw the ball into the outfield. So Alexiadis takes second easily, and now Ponce is one ball away from losing this inning. (3-1). There it is. Can't find the zone. It's an unearned run as Alexiadis reached on the trick play, missed. But the point cuts the lead in half for the Party Animals. And now the Nanners, for the first time this afternoon, get to celebrate at home. Looks like Vincent Chapman's going to join them. Throwback to Fort Myers here. Remember where this is going. All right, Vincey, what do you got? There it is. Impressive stuff, Vince. Let's get it on down to Jesse Cole.
Fans here in Miami, we know Miami is known for its beaches. So we are going to have a contest to test who is the best beach bum here in Miami. This is going to be an interesting test. We got Mark, and we got Ethan, and we got Elaine. So fans, you are going to help judge who has the best beach bum here in Miami. Mark, what do you got? All right, he's trying to show off his muscles. We see it, okay. Ethan, what do you got? All right, that is not gonna work in Miami. That will not, all right. Wait, Elaine first, Elaine. All right, Elaine, wait, Elaine. How old are you, may I ask?
66.
66 years old. I don't know what you're doing out here, but let's see. Elaine, are you still going? What is that movement? I don't even know what okay, all right, she's still going. Fans, this is Elaine's world. Is the best beach bum in Miami, is it Mark? Sorry, Mark. Is it Ethan? You clap for yourself, good job. Or is it Elaine? The best beach bum here in Miami. Let's hear it for 66-year-old Elaine.
Impressive work from our beach bun Victor, and you get a look at Correll Prime taking over on the bump for Jared Donaldson.
6th appearance this year for Prime, his 4th in relief. What's good for Prime, his average MPI in relief outings has been almost a whole minute lower than those in his starts, and he's hoping to piggyback off of a really solid inning that Jared Donaldson just tossed up. Party Animals batting .245 against Prime this year.
Yeah, Prime will sign up for 3 straight ground balls in a sub 3-minute inning. And Vincent Chapman will only sign up to dance. He said, you didn't get enough of me to end the 4th inning? Well, 1 pitch into the 5th. I'm going to give you some more.
Well, this is always the big stipulation in his contract negotiations. He's got to dance.
Yeah, he actually gives up loads of money just to get to dance every single game. He's got to get an agent. But he's doing what he loves. Can't complain with that. Put on another prolific performance out on the Party Plaza with Josh and I around noon today. As this one on a couple hops, Cox between the legs over to first. KJ swinging that derriere around again and snagging it between the legs. Second double trick play between Cox and K-Jack.
Well, the rookie utility man for the Savannah Bananas has got it figured out at the first base bag. 3rd trick play we've seen from him this afternoon, and hoping to keep it going as long as his guys on the mound can continue to induce these ground outs.
Noah Fisher, scorching hot. My goodness. Shoots that one back up the middle. He's 2 for 2 on the day. And has reached base 6 out of his 8 times this weekend in Miami. And this is what happens with Fish. We talked about it yesterday, continue to talk about it today. When he gets red hot, he channels that 2023 Horizon League Player of the Year, Noah Fisher, and there is simply nobody better with the bat. Even Jake Skoll, who is putting up a prolific 2025 so far. It has reached base both times today for his part as well.
We saw him from August until the end of his season last year, bat .395 with 4 doubles, a triple, 4 home runs, and 15 runs batted in 15 games. He's hoping he's on the start of another hot streak similar to that right now.
Still Skoll's count. And fouls that off himself. Full count, always a really fun matchup to see. Skoll versus Prime. 14 years of minor league baseball experience between the two. All of them spent as hitters, but Prime has turned into a really impressive pitcher in his independent pro career. This one chopped the other way. Tough play for Hosley. Backhanded, has no play. That's the speed of Skoll. Took that one right out of Ryan Cox's playbook. Excellent 2-strike approach. Lets his wheels get him aboard for a 3rd time today.
And it extends now a 15-game hitting streak dating back to the 2024 season. Hosley was hoping he could possibly fake the throw over to first and catch Fisher off of that second base bag. But the whole time it was the Party Animals DH closely keeping an eye on Hosley.
2-0 count here on Andy Cosgrove. It's his 3rd trip to the plate. He's had Fisher and Skoll on the base paths all 3 times, and he comes through again. This time Fisher gets a stop sign from Vava. Last time it was Cosgrove driving in Noah with a sprint. But he'll take a barrel for a knock as he's now 1 for 2 on the day.
Cosgrove,
3 straight singles.
He's batting .476 with runners in scoring position this season. Wow. Just wishes he could have grabbed another RBI in the ball game.
He'll have to be content, still at 21, which leads the tour. As Acuff Briggs, a young fan out there, for a little duet on his walk-up dance. Nowhere to put Chase Acuff. Tough spot here for Prime as he evens up the count. So much movement on every pitch from Correll. It's sinker, cutter, slider, changeup. Nothing is straight.
What you're hoping to do is probably power that sinker and try and induce a ground ball and hopefully a double play against Acuff, who avoids fouling out to the fans here on the 1-1 pitch.
It was Kyle Perry who was able to get Acuff to bounce into a double play his last time up. This one fouled off, look out. Whoa, Ian Schrift. Unbelievable athleticism, skips rope. Somehow avoids that foul ball. Split, not so lucky. I think
he is shaken up.
Yeah, he's dizzy.
Back-to-back weekends for Split.
Yeah, it's a dangerous job. Swing and a miss. Huge punch out there. Prime goes to the slider, gets his first K.
And that's the signature pitch in Correll Prime's arsenal. That slider has pretty devastating spin rate. He comes away with a rare punch out against Acuff, but it's Bryson Bloomer batting with the bags full.
Out of the frying pan and into the fire. Bloomer's heating up, had a booming 2-run double his first time, just misses. Clearing the bases right there. Less than a foot away from more extra bases. Vava showing off the athleticism. Well, he coaches third. Look at this. Oh, no, that was Fisher. My bad. This one looped to shallow center. Ty Jackson coming in. We'll have to play it on a hop. Fisher scores, Skoll right behind him. As Mark Smith, the designated runner, goes first to third. And Bloomer comes up in the clutch once again, his third and fourth ribeyes on the ball game. And now a little Mamba number 5 celebration here. This one made famous by the tick in the top. And if you go viral, we will find you. And if we like it, we will replicate it. Impressive work by our anonymous dancers there. Tanner Thomas steps in, the Dunkin' Donut batter this afternoon. He's yet to strike out. If he does, it is free donuts for the fans here in Miami. 2 balls and no strikes. Thomas laces it foul. Slider there to even up the count. Here come the donut chants. Good take by Thomas as Bloomer steals second without a throw. That is his 9th steal on the tour. Continues to pace all base runners in that department. Payoff pitch, and that's an excellent eye. Thomas doesn't bite on the change. And what are we calling here? That was ball 4. That was ball 4, Vince. No, this is a mistake. Josh, you had the count?
That was ball 4.
That was ball 4. I really should be, guys, that's ball 4. Should be 2 runs home. I would award Thomas first base. Get another look at it. Vincent, I guess, lost track of the count. He says that Thomas left the box, so it's strike 3. I mean, can we not? Is it too late? Or this is brutal.
This is going to be a really tough scoring decision. I know that.
It's really unfair. I still completely support sending the Bananas out defensively. 2 runs should score. You are robbing Tanner Thomas of a sprint and 2 RBIs. And nobody cares more about the numbers than Josh and I. That was ball 4. It's just simply unacceptable to think that that goes as a strikeout in the book. When he earned the sprint, he drove in 2 runs. Also, for the party animals, for that matter, they should have 2 more runs of insurance. This inning should still be going. Mark Smith is still standing on home plate as this is being litigated down on the field.
Yeah, you see Mike Vivacis all the way over in the Bananas dugout, trying to talk to Vincent Chapman. Anthony Coramato over there as well. Party Animals still over outside their dugout. This is obviously very frustrating for the boys in black and pink, but it's a good challenge for Dalton Ponce to try and get a 2-run lead to hold up.
Well, speaking of Dalton Ponce, what a time to bring you in. Dalton, how you doing, buddy?
Boys, for the audience at home.
Yeah.
All right, let's just dial in what happened. You know what? May have been ball 4. You know, it may have been ball 3. Who the heck knows? But I'll tell you this.
I can tell you who knows. Josh Talevsky knows.
Yep. And I was hearing it, I'll tell you that. But you know what? I have some room to work with.
Josh, Biko, if you're gonna mic up a party animal, you mind if I crash the party with you?
I don't think we have a choice.
I don't think you do. Dalton Ponce, you were telling me earlier how you love that sweet serenade of one Josh Talevsky.
Oh, I do. Josh, I mean, Biko, it's been a great game right here so far, and I mean, it's just been spectacular. I mean, I really love everything, and I love the party animal, I love the Bananas, and here we go.
Man, have you been inhaling some helium before taking the mound, Ponce?
Oh, that was my best Josh Talevsky impression.
That's your best?
Oh, man.
Have you ever listened to Josh?
It's Danny Hosley in the box.
That's good. Boy, that's spot on, Ponce.
I try my best, boys. All right, here we go.
That Big Tiger, well, you've got 2 runs of support. Oh my gosh, Danny Hosley.
What was that?
Not caught by the fans.
That was hilarious.
I gotta lock in.
Oh,
Ponceable, you're locked in. That was a nice changeup.
Ponce, we got a question in the chat right here from Carrie Cole. How do you mix entertainment and banana ball here with a 2-strike count?
Wow, that's a great question. Watch this.
That's how he does it.
God, I love it. I love it though. All right, great question. It's a good combo, but at the same time, you go like that, and then you shake your hips, and someone please catch it for the love of the Lord. Thank you. Look at me.
That's
look at the hips.
Takes the
oh yeah, look at the scoreboard.
Those hips, they tell no lies. There's
Everyone
not a fib to be found.
Oh gosh, how you boys been doing? I bet no one asked you questions. How are you guys doing?
Well, way to turn the tables. Yeah, I'm actually doing really bad.
Oh, I just slipped on the mound and give me a foul ball.
No, I'm having a great day. I'm having a really wonderful afternoon. I'm just trying to recover from how the top half of that inning ended.
I was doing okay,
really
honestly, until I heard the impression. Ooh, about to protest this inning.
Yeah, you have no idea.
Both from a banana ball and a broadcast standpoint.
Yeah, I know. A little weird, but...
2-1 here on K-Jack.
Here we go. Yeah, I don't know what that was all about. But, I mean, you can only do so much, right?
Ponce, last time you and I mic'd up together was Cleveland, also an MLB park. What's it like to pitch in venues like this one?
I love it. It's truly amazing. It's one of the best experiences anyone could ever have.
Oh, my.
It's a good pitch.
Strike 2 while talking on a 3-1 count.
Healthy hack, too.
3-2, Ponce. What do you got here?
All right, so KJ, I've been throwing him a healthy speed of fastballs here. It's one of my better pitches, and he likes to go with the fastball. Crosby likes it as well. I'm giving it all I got here, boys. Oh, yes, come on.
Can we get a record?
Oh.
Not this time,
Not on
boys.
that one. No.
I got eyes on it over here. No say. All right, Ponce, another 3-2.
All right, another 3-2. That's not going very well. He wants it too. We're on the same page here, boys. Here we go. Oh, no.
Kyle Jackson, that's a heck of a piece of hitting.
Yeah.
And he's thinking about 3. He's got a stop sign, though, from Eric Fox.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
That's all right.
Tallest hitter.
This guy. This guy.
Ponce, just when you think you're out of the woods, the strike zone gets a whole lot higher.
Yeah, it gets a whole lot higher, and it's. I mean, Stilts is probably one of our most famous players ever. People come to watch Stilts, and to think about it, I'm throwing to him right now, and I have no idea where the strike zone is. And I'll let you know, it's very, very difficult when you have no idea. That was a ball? Oh my. What? 2 up?
He's on stilts, Dalton.
Gosh, I know. I'm trying to have some feel.
Oh my gosh. Oh, are you kidding me? Stilts laser beam into the left field corner. He drives in K-Jack and will pull up at first with his second RBI single of the tour. Both of them have been against Dalton Ponce.
That is what, 3 for 3? I was just talking about this with my parents, you know, and Obrist, EJ, they get to the plate, you know, I gotta lock in. You know, with Stilts, it's tough to lock in because I don't really know what to expect. Oh my gosh, and he's running at first. Look at that, huh? Good pitch.
Ponce, take me through the thought process in not picking off stilts here.
Oh my gosh, that's a great question. Oh my gosh, I didn't even think about that. That's pretty good. Woo!
That's nasty.
All right, see if I get
The thought process is 0-2.
All right, yeah, we're on the same page. Boys, watch this here.
Oh, wow!
Nasty. Look at the hips. Look at the hips. Oh.
Did you smell that? I think I'm going to have to smell that one later.
Oh, gosh.
You're a bad boy, Dalton.
I freaking love you, boys. Gosh, it's so much fun. I'll tell you what. I miss talking to you guys, right? And we're how many weeks into the season?
This is number 5?
Number 5. And this is the first time you guys talking to me? Oh.
It is unacceptable on our part.
Unacceptable, right?
All right, another chance for the fans.
Please! Ah! Oh! Oh!
Wow.
Oh, did he catch it?
Wow.
Wow,
Oh
late
my
safe
gosh.
call down here, boys.
Yeah.
Oh, what did it look like from up there?
That was Seth Markham, the first base umpire, James Rackley, the right field umpire, saying it was not a clean catch.
Oh, okay.
Boy, I think that was a clean
That
catch.
was probably the cleanest catch you could ever imagine in Banana Ball.
They can challenge. They can challenge.
This
All
can
right.
be challenged.
Here we go.
Challenge.
No, I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna come hang out with you while
Okay, yeah, hold on. Okay, look, this has been a crazy inning.
This
okay?
has been bizarre.
We should have been like 5, and then now we have 2. Silts is 19 for 19
That's a
off
catch.
me.
Call's overturned.
That is a
Oh
catch.
my
A
God.
replay that is making Banana Ball history for the first time
Let's
ever.
celebrate.
4
Let's celebrate.
fan-caught foul balls in a
let's
single
celebrate.
game.
Oh, it feels
You
so
guys-
good.
You guys want to know some really good inside baseball?
Yes.
I had told Dalton
I know.
Ponce that we were going to do a Josh impression where he said,
Oh,
"Called
damn.
that's how it's supposed to happen.
I know.
What a fan-cut foul ball, folks. Oh, my goodness gracious. It is history being made, folks, in the making. Goodness gracious.
I am never speaking to Dalton Ponce ever again.
So much. I miss you.
Balls ever caught by a crowd, and it goes to you today in Miami.
Thank you, Drake. Thank you, Dalton.
Thank you, guys.
We love you.
All right, love you guys more.
That was wonderful. Poor Dan Oberst. He fouls out to his second fan of the game.
Time for the sheet
And now we get a
race in
sheet race.
Miami.
Are you kidding me?
Sheet's about
Garrett
to
Lampert, I love your voice. I love your look. But this is my race to call. I have heard a rumor that possibly Ian Schrift, now he's not in a sheet. Gosh darn it, what a reveal though. It's just 4 kids. But that's exciting too. I heard one of our legendary cameramen was going to be inside a sheet with a camera. I don't think we were able to figure it out. But Blue is in the lead. But Blue should already be disqualified. Get that foot in the sheet, Blue. But get the foot in the sheet. Now Brown is out in front. I appreciate the effort, Blue. He is coming behind Yellow. Brown collapses. He takes a tumble. Blue is officially disqualified. It's a race between Yellow and Green. Now Green is disqualified. Yellow, just bring it home, baby. Just stay in the sheet. Yellow does. Fantastic win. Unbelievable collision at the end. And here comes Brown tumbling to the finish.
I mean, this is one of the wackiest sheet races we've ever seen. The positioning changing a couple times throughout the race, and in the end, it's the guy who continued to go about it in the legal manner, coming away with the victory, even though he wasn't able to rip the banner crossing the finish line.
That's okay. It's all about trophies. It's not about who gets there first. It's about who gets there first legally. And it's tricky. I've literally never done it myself, so I don't know how tough it is to keep all 4 limbs in the sheet. But I know that you have to do it, or else I, the Lord of Sheet Race Broadcasting, shall disqualify you. Bottom 3 in the order here for the Party Animals. Armando Becerra chops that foul. And another one foul. Look out. Jeez. Split the gap between Helton and Nisnet. As Brett was retrieving the kid who caught that 4th foul out. Prime 2nd inning of work. Becerra, that one is going to be scooped by Danny Hosley. A fair ball. Mondo never left the box. Throw across the diamond. In between the legs scoop. And Becerra beats the wrap just barely. Boy, that was a crazy one all around. Athletic play from Hosley. I can't believe Mondo was not running on the play. With the fan challenge, we can overturn if it was a fair or foul ball, or if it was an out at first. with the fans challenging, we don't know which they are challenging. Well, that's a fair ball. All right, excellent. That was
I'm
an
going
insane
to
play.
assume the challenge is at first base.
I will as well. It's nice to check both boxes. EJ going for the trick play attempt, and that's clearly safe from Armando Becerra.
Yep.
Even if he was stretching out and receiving it normally, I think Mondo is going to beat the wrap there. Call stands. Call stands. On both ends. Tyler Gillum trying to say, hey, can we look if it was a foul ball or not? We did. We started with that. It's the first ever 2-for-1 replay challenge in Banana Ball history. Both call stand.
A buy one, get one free, you might say.
Correct. We get another look. Look at that. Excellent call over there, John Prosser. Eyes of a hawk. Great positioning, too. Okay, we can go. No. Safe all around. Safe all around. Everything is call stands. Executive producer just double checking to see if Mondo is out
After
at first.
further review,
being asked
the
from the
ruling
folks
on the
down on the
field,
field.
Stand.
That's why it sounds like we're speaking to voices that you cannot hear, because we are. It's the voices in our heads.
I have those sometimes.
I have them all the
Without
time.
the headset on.
Does it sound like Dalton Ponce's impersonation of you?
Yes, actually.
Makes sense. Well, Dustin Baber is going to have himself a nice, refreshing afternoon beer.
They come to me in my dreams sometimes.
Oh, man, I had crazy dreams last night. Back-to-back nights. I think that's what happens when you room with Cowboy Kyle.
Oh,
yeah.
It's just the magic associated with it, huh?
He's a dream weaver. Well, Dustin Baber bounces this one fair down the third baseline. It's heading towards the corner. He continues to be clutch after pounding a brewski. This one's going to drive in Mondo from first. It's an RBI two-bagger. And the Animals, up 2 points in the game, lead the inning by a run now.
Fifth hit this season for Dustin Baber that has come after the beer jug. The first one to go for extra bases and net a run batted in for Derek Ginger.
Now Salvador Jacobo. There's the slider for strike one. And goes back to the bender, just misses the outside corner. And that's the gas. Prime sits high 80s, low 90s with the fastball. Ton of movement on it. And an ugly swing from Sal. Disgusting changeup. A sword at that. Prime sheathes it for him.
Yeah, running inside on the hands of Jacobo. Very uncomfortable pitch. Committed to it what looked like a little too late. And it winds up the third punch out of the ballgame for Prime.
Back foot slider nearly hits the back foot of Reese Hampton. We're back to the top of the order. Baber leads off second with one down now. This is slider central. Who needs White Castle or Crystal when you've got Corral Prime? He's thrown three straight to Hampton. And the Hezzy Hay shows off the changeup, misses outside. And Reese fouls that off himself. Back to the slider from Prime.
Yep, threw him that changeup just so he didn't get the timing down too much on the slider. Gotta mix up that pitch selection a tiny bit. It's gonna be interesting to see if Prime now tries to elevate a heater and speed up that bat of Hampton after throwing him 5 straight off-speed pitches.
Reese has recovered after fouling that one off his shin. And there's the fastball, nearly clips him. Like a cutter gone awry. Would love to be a fly on D.R. Meadows' shoulder. Find out what Dalton Malden's telling him. Slider, back door bender. Freezes Hampton, who thought he had a ball for a sprint.
It freezes Hampton. It flosses Vincent Chapman, if you will.
It does, yes. It does floss Vincent Chapman. Very good, Josh.
baseball.
Well, Hampton 0 for 4 on the day. Bananas trying to figure out how to get Noah Fisher out. 2 for 2 with the sprint. All 3 times he has reached, he's come around to score. And boy, he was trying to make it back-to-back games with homers there. He's got a look in his eyes right now. He's just oozing confidence. Prime's oozing Riz, as per usual. Great clip from a podcast the other day, the difference between swag and Riz.
Oh,
Which
what
you'd
did-
rather have?
What did you learn?
You'd rather have Riz. Yeah. Riz was not actually invented by the Rizzler. It was invented by Kai Cenat. Swing and a miss. Count is full.
Well, that just can't be true. I don't believe you.
You can't believe everything you hear on the internet, but these 3 guys on a podcast told me that. So I'm taking it for a fact. Payoff. Fouled. Look out, guys. My goodness. There's been foul balls galore heading towards each dugout here this afternoon. That time Drew Gillespie, the target of Fisher's ire. Another payoff. Front door bender. Called strike 3. Prime with a trio of Ks. But the Party Animals do push across a run on the RBI double from Baber. Have a chance to net their 4th point of the game here in the 6th.
The inning starts with 2 hits for the Party Animals, but Prime still collects 3 straight Ks. And now Maceo and KJ and Noah Nisbet getting in on some player dance action.
Finish from Mace, KJ, and Niz, and let's get it on down to Drake Toll.
Oh my goodness, a fan caught foul ball from 12-year-old Hayes. Hayes, are you a Party Animals fan?
Yeah.
What's going on with the jersey and the hat?
Well, I was originally a Bananas that caught the ball.
So now that you caught the ball, you're a Party Animals fan. Is that what I'm understanding?
Yes.
What did you see on the play?
I don't know, really.
You just put your glove out there and caught it.
Yep.
That's Hayes, everybody. The fan caught foul ball to help the Party Animals. Josh and Vico, back to you.
Thanks, Drake. Thank you so much for the time, Hayes. That was wonderful insight. Sean Fluke facing off against Eric Jones Jr.
It's as simple as this for Hayes. See ball, catch ball.
Yeah, right. He was a Bananas fan. Look out! Oh my gosh. Adam Virant coaching third base. Almost had his head taken off by EJ, who loves to swing it against Sean Fluke. And that's why. High and deep to left. And caught. Wild bat flip from EJ, and Fluke comes to give him a big hug.
Yeah, you had to look at Sean Fluke. He was running off the mound, excited to have finally gotten the victory over Eric Jones Jr. You saw a pretty mighty bat flip. EJ thought he had it, and then Fluke all of a sudden is all smiles coming over to rub it in EJ's face.
Well, you saw, it was all in the reaction of Jason Swan in the background of the big swing from Eric Jones Jr. Threw the banana ball away in disgust. And then Tanner Thomas pulls out the Matumbo. The grab after the warning track power. That thing was a moonshot too. I think it scraped the roof. Golly. Well, now Robert Anthony Cruz. He has proven 3 times this year that it's not just warning track power. turns into a bobblehead as he tries to unload on the changeup. Fluke drops down. This one fielded between the legs. Baber behind the back with the bounce. Back behind the back. 3 tricks for the price of 1 trick play.
What a series defensively for Justin Baber. Debuted a new trick play last night and got even snazzier this afternoon. You see over the shoulder transition behind the back. South Jacobo, I think, wanted to try and do something tricky, but preserved a really nice play from Baber, and that's what was really important there.
Now Reese Alexiadis takes over in the box. 3rd straight guy to represent the inning tying run. Party Animals trying to jump out to a 3-point lead. Well, Baber's a perfectionist. You saw even after a gnarly trick play, he was upset with himself that he didn't give a more trick playable throw to Jacobo. Wow, dropping down, submarine just a bit outside from Fluke. Payoff pitch to R.A. And he's nearly plunked. He'll take the ball for sprint, and he's content with 1 base as the Party Animals outfield collapse in the final 3 of the 7 defenders behind the pitcher and catcher who need to touch that ball before it's live. Alexiadis continues his terrific 2nd tour. That is his 9th sprint. He's only struck out 4 times.
Yeah, and Alexiadis didn't want to run into the final out of the inning. Bananas are down just 1 run, so Bill Leroy is that go-ahead run at the plate and trying to come up with a monster swing against Sean Fluke.
Slide step from Fluke there. Trying to make sure that Alexiadis doesn't get a great jump on him. Reese has already stolen second once today. He's perfect in his 3 stolen base tries this tour. Well, Bill gets the fastball, fouls it straight back. Points out to Fluke, says, "Thank you, sir." Just missed it. There goes Alexiadis, throw from Cosgrove. Just in time. Boy, he is a sniper behind the dish. Guns down Alexiadis. Party Animals claim their 4th point, and now they lead 4-1, and we're going to get the world's fastest inning. So the Bananas hustling out defensively. Gage Voorhees taking over on the mound for Corral Prime, and look at the pit crew making sure Bill Leroy can go from the box to behind the dish in as little time as possible. Boy, it takes an army. Oberst, Phillips, Kellogg, and Gillum all doing their part. It's like a scene out of Cars. Deftly done. Big Skull skies this one in the infield. Cox is making the call, and he will have it as KJ falls down below him.
It's KJ who's moved from 1st to 2nd base. Obviously, was thinking about maybe a pop there with Ryan Cox, but the time against the Bananas and Party Animals right now. Instead go for a quick 1 pitch out. As Voorhees' 1-1 pitch is rocketed into center field. That's a single for Andy Cosgrove.
For the middle 3, or 2 through 4 rather, in this Party Animals lineup. It's been nearly impossible to get out today. Good pickoff there from Voorhees. As Mark Smith back on the base paths. Pinch runs for Cosgrove a 3rd time today, as he could pinch run 1 time every trip through the order. Fisher, Skoll, and Cosgrove have all reached base 3 out of their 4 plate appearances. That's a recipe for success. Big reason why the Animals are up 3 points. Now a 2-2 count on Acuff. This one off the hands. Hosley in front of Cox. Flips it over to 1st in time. As Smith advances to 2nd.
Good play, good charge from Danny Hosley. And able to get at least 1 out there. Acuff retired at 1st base. but it's Smith now in scoring position, and Bryson Bloomer already has 4 driven in today's game for the Party Animals. Looking for RBI number 5.
This one all the way to the backstop. Bloomer taking off for first. Well, Roy doesn't have a chance. And Bryson Bloomer, his 2nd steal of the day, his 10th steal of the tour, and now his 3rd steal of first this year. He takes sole possession of the tour lead in steals of first and increases his lead in stolen bases overall. Such a smart banana ball player. Now he's reached on 3 out of 4 times up to the dip.
Again, you've seen how aggressive Bryson Bloomer's been base running this season. That applies when he sees wild pitches or pass balls. There was no hesitation as Tanner Thomas is able to tuck this one fair in left field. 1 run, now 2 runs in for the Party Animals. They continue to pulverize the Bananas in today's ball game.
Oh, that's a huge 2-spot right there. Tanner collects RBIs 15 and 16 on the year. It should be 17 and 18, although he was robbed of those ribeyes in the 5th inning. Vincent Chapman lost track of the count. Now an 0-2 count on Armando Becerra. Back here in his home city. 1 for 3 on the afternoon. Fun for Mondo on the Party Animal side. Gets to face his 2nd former Bananas teammate. Summer of 2022. Brett Helen, what a good job he's doing as the bat boy. And there's base hit number 2 on the ball game for Mondo.
It's a 2nd good piece of opposite field hitting from a left-handed batter in the Party Animals order. As Brett Helton, he's having a really difficult time corralling all of these bats because his guys keep getting on base.
Yeah, he's got to be happy to see the rally occurring, but man, does it make his day job a lot more difficult. 2 balls, no strikes here on Baber, our donut batter today. So once again, a reminder, if he strikes out, fan get free donuts. This one back up the middle, nice snag by Voorhees, and he's gonna jump flip it between the legs. EJ behind the back over at first. And a double trick play to end the inning, but 2 runs come across for the Animals.
Good reflexes from Voorhees. Grabs the trick play with the under the legs throw. Eric Jones Jr., yeah, that one perfect for him. As Brett Helton, no, he has dropped all of the bats.
Well, devastating right there. But you know what's not devastating? Drake Toll giving us some excellent behind-the-scenes speed tour ability earlier today. Let's see what he shows us.
I'm outside right now. Whatever's happening inside is way less important than a speed tour. Cameraman, let's go. Over here, we've got a letter sticking out of the ground. Why is this letter sticking out of the ground? I don't know. Over here, it's a bench. Oh, come on, cameraman, follow me. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Trash can. Cameraman, let's go. You're moving way too slow. Palm tree, palm tree. Cameraman, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. One of the most iconic things in the entire country. Possible dolphins, maybe marlins, flamingos, palm trees. It used to rotate in a mechanical way. Speed tour, let's go, cameraman. Follow me, follow me, follow me. Porta potty. Let's go. We're losing time. Where you wash your hands from the porta potty. Let's go, cameraman. Come on, follow me. Speed it up, speed it up, speed it up. Dumpster, dumpster, dumpster. Party Animal Speed Tour.
Wow, that really was a speed tour. He's already back inside. Well, he is impressive. Ryan Rodriguez takes over on the mound for the Party Animals with 2 runs of support from his offense here in the 7th inning. Trying to notch a 5th point for the boys in black and pink.
Enters with a 2-run lead. Rodriguez has a 100% hold rate this year when he's entered an inning with any kind of lead, whether it's 1 run or multiple runs. So far, he struck out 20% of the batters he's faced. Slider's been especially effective.
And 4 straight bad ones there to Bill, so he will gladly accept the ball for a sprint. Taps the brakes and will retreat back to first base. 8th year in Banana Land. Bill has always been fantastic with, originally when he was a baseball player, the walk to strikeout ratio. Now in Banana Ball, the sprint to strikeout ratio. He's back in the green. 5 sprints to 4 Ks. This one is gonna be dunked off the sliding attempt from Becerra, and Leroy, good base running. Just able to sneak into second ahead of the throw.
That is a mighty close play at second base. Becerra just can't tuck his glove and catch the banana ball. And Acuff thought he was gonna get the out call there, but Andrew Bartman's call in favor of the Bananas.
Sexy Mexi throwing on some headphones. And he's got Acuff, Baber, and his entire outfield all dancing with him. But he doesn't have the banana ball. He has to run all the way 20 feet off the mound to collect that. And fire ball 1 to Danny Hosmer. Now make it 2-0. First pitch was not called a strike, which is news to Biko. Now a 2-1 count. With Leroy leading off second, Malachi Mitchell, the designated runner. Pinch running for Cox at first, represents the inning tying run. Hosley the inning winning run. And that is a second sprint offered by Rodriguez here in the 7th. Leroy's gonna score easily. Mitchell to third, close play at second. Hosley in safe with the head first slide. Challenging the sprint defense, rewarded with an extra base.
Good aggression from Danny Do-It-All. Really, a lot of steam going into second base to see him getting caught up with his hand around the knee of Armando Becerra. The Bananas staging a nice rally to respond to the 2-run top half that the Party Animals put together. And Rodriguez really struggling with his command right now, as he can't get the call on a check swing from Jackson. It's 1-1.
Liner into the stands, not caught. Thankfully, everybody's okay. That was a laser beam. So the inning tying run at third, the inning winning run at second. Corners are in for the Party Animals. And a swing and a miss. Disgusting two-seamer there from Sexy Mexi. Gets a huge first out. And here comes Alex Ziegler. Pinch hitting in the extra hitter spot. A mighty swing and a miss as Cosgrove takes the throw behind Mitchell at third. Now the entire infield is in for the Party Animals. Middle infield was back against K-Jack. Rodriguez working quickly, 0-2. This one chopped, high chopper. Rodriguez takes control, gets the out at first. Flash had touched home before the ball was even in Sexy Mexi's glove. So the inning is tied, but a second out acquired.
Well, that's exactly what Alex Ziegler was looking for. High chop, and that gives Flash the Kid the time he needs to score the inning-tying run. Now it's up to DR Meadows with the man on third to see if he can be the hero in this inning for the Bananas.
Liner, there it is! The Doctor with his 6th walk-off of the year. He ties Rack for the tour lead. And that is a big inning win for the Nanners offense. Turn a 2-run deficit into a 3-2 victory. And they do it against the man with the lowest ERA on the tour. So it's now a 4-2 game. And we get to talk about one of the most exciting events across what is going to be a wild tour. Second week in July. You're going to want to be in Savannah, Georgia. If you are a kid who loves baseball or banana ball, because it's the second ever Banana Ball Youth Tournament, you now get to see some of the images from the first one, which was in Cleveland, Ohio. But we're bringing things to Chatham County this time around, with championship games played in Grayson Stadium. Everybody's going to get to go to a Banana Ball game as well that week. And this one, past the dive of Ryan Cox. Mike Vivacis, big pinch hit knock in the 10-hole to get things going for the Animals in the top of the 8th. As we have less than 9.5 minutes on our timer. If that runs out, this will be the final inning played, and every run scored here in the 8th will count as a point.
The Party Animals head coach, for the sake of the speed in this game, puts himself into the ballgame to bat for Jacobo and comes away with his first knock in 2025. Now Reese Hampton up at the top of the order. He is 0 for 4 in today's ballgame.
Voorhees out for a second inning of work, allowed those 2 runs in the top of the 7th, but the Bananas offense supplied a 3 spot. Got him to point earned. Oh, Reese Hampton annihilates that one foul. He is disgusted with himself. He could have kept that straight between the poles. Would have doubled his home run total on the year. This time he shoots it the opposite way. What a piece of hitting. That one is off the wall. Vivacis gets a stop sign from his assistant coach, Anthony Coramato, out there coaching third. And Hampton has himself his second double of the weekend.
With the switch hitter batting from the left side, who has similar results to what we saw from Becerra as well as Tanner Thomas in the last inning, keeping that one fair down the left field line. The Party Animals trying to respond and score a run in the inning for a 4th straight inning of play.
Ball and 2 strikes here on Noah Fisher. 2 for 3 on the game with the ball 4 sprint. Bananas infield is about halfway in. Count even at 2-2. Voorhees trying to escape a sticky situation. This one tapped towards second, and Vivacis was halfway home. They're just not trusting his speed. He took off on contact. Would have been a tricky play for K-Jack, but with no outs, he decides to stay put and see if Skoll can bring him in.
Well, you saw Jackson as he was fielding that ball, prepared to possibly sling it home to Bill Leroy. Vivacis, not a man known for his speed, opts not to challenge Jackson. The Bananas are able to hold off the Party Animals run in the meantime.
Now this one tapped to EJ. Vivacis going home this time, and Leroy can't make the play. Vava sends it. He uses Tyler Gillum's base running ideology, the green light special base running system, pressure burst pipes. Good throw and tag would nail him, but the throw up the line just a pinch. Bill never caught the ball. And the Party Animals do push a run across for a 4th straight inning. Now Andy Cosgrove with his guys on the corners. Ball and a strike on him. Skoll just joined Cosgrove. He's the lone 2 members of the 20 RBI club. This one could be 2. K-Jack to Cox under the leg, over to first in time. A double play and a trick play for the glove magician, who gets a hug from Skoll after they collide.
Nice play by the duo up the middle. Jackson, a great feed, and Cox enough time to go between the legs and grab an 11th trick play for the Bananas today.
Well, Brady Keiss has 1 run of support. He could have used it last night Only got to throw 3 pitches. The third one he tossed in there was a solo home run from Reese Alexiadis. Walked off the 8th inning. Good thing for Kais and company, the Party Animals were able to hang on and win it 5-4 after 2 rounds of showdowns. Tonight he enters in a game the Animals lead 4-2 in points. And here's Jesse Cole.
Expires before the 8th inning is complete. This will be the final inning in banana ball, and every run will count as a point.
Jesse Cole announcing this is the final inning where every run scored will count as a point. Thought we still had... Oh, okay, if the timer runs out. The speakers are a little wonky here in Miami. I was like, what are we saying? We've still got 4.5 minutes on the clock. Well, down to 4:20 now. 0-2 count on Dan Oberst. Shoots this one into right. And he's aboard. Nice job by Mondo. Sliding stop, but the ball gets away from him. And Oberst will turn it into a double. Caseta almost with a fantastic play, trying to limit Dan to 1 bag. Can't come up with the banana ball, though.
Well, it's finally some luck going in the favor of Dan Oberst after he's fouled out to fans twice today. Becerra can't quite glove it properly, and it turns into an extra base for Oberst as Eric Jones Jr. hacks away against Kais, but lines it foul.
And just like that, EJ represents the inning-winning run. Homered off Kais last weekend in Savannah. That was in the 9th inning to make it a 1-point game. They hit 3 balls and a strike here. And blast this one the opposite way. Eric Jones Jr. Oppo Taco. 2-run tater. The Nanners win the inning, and it's a 1-point game.
All of a sudden in the 7th and 8th innings, the Bananas have responded and put themselves back in this banana ball game. We get a 9th inning of play where every run will count for a point. And the boys in yellow, their bats are hot right now.
Another look at EJ's 3rd homer of the tour. The 25th of his illustrious banana ball career. Sneaks it inside that right field foul pole. What an excellent piece of hitting. Cranked his homer off Kais last weekend. A laser beam out to left. This time goes with the pitch. And it is a 4-3 game going to the 9th. We get there just in the nick of time. A little less than 4 minutes were left on the 2-hour timer. And now that we're in the 9th, every run scored will count as a point. Very important as the Animals lead by 1. If we end the 9th tied, we'll go to showdowns for a 2nd straight game. And for a 5th straight time here in Florida, after all 3 games in Fort Myers 2 weekends ago went to showdowns. Total of 11 rounds in that 3-game set. And we got 2 rounds of showdowns last night.
Well, the Bananas bats have started to come alive in the late stages of this ball game. So it's up to Austin Krasminski, the new man on the mound, to throw up a scoreless 9th, who's toeing the slab for the 7th time this season and on a streak of 4 1/3 straight scoreless innings. Also a man who owns a 24% strikeout rate to start the tour. That is the 2nd best mark of any Savannah Banana. And his 167 opponent's batting average, the lowest mark of any pitcher on tour.
And Krem has been just stupendous here in his 2nd Banana Ball World Tour. Ball and a strike here on Acuff. He's got 5, 6, 7. Chase Acuff, Bryson Bloomer, and Tanner Thomas. This one, a hot shot backhanded by Hosley between the legs and a seed across the diamond as he grabs the trick play for the 1st out in the 9th.
And no games at first base there for Eric Jones Jr. Again, he recognizes the importance of no runs, which would become points scoring in this 9th inning. Danny Hosley, that is smooth as silk right there.
Now the boomer. Here's the changeup from Krem. Has a slider and a fastball as well. Heater sits 93 to 94. It's a really terrific arsenal. Starts Boomer off with back-to-back changes. Kuzminski, a 2017 collegiate Savannah Banana. Spent a couple weeks in Banana Land before he was signed by the Los Angeles Angels. Spent 3 years in their organization. Season in the Chicago Cubs minor league system after that. Now back as a Banana. He's been as unhittable as anybody so far in this young tour. You see why right there. Gnarly movement on the fastball in on the hands of Bloomer.
The outside of what we saw from him in the opening night, Kuzminski's been very dialed in for the Bananas. Really nice luxury for them to have that backup guy that they can go to when it means the most outside of their two-way superstar, Danny Hosley.
How about the smiles from Bloomer and Krem? It was a 2-2 change, ended up right down the chute. Bloomer fouled it straight back. Check swing, did he go? It doesn't matter. Vincent Chapman says that caught the inside corner. And Bryson with one last long look at Krem before he heads to the dugout.
Third strikeout looking today for the Party Animals. Surprising to see. These guys love to hack away, but they've tried to be a little too patient, especially on some of these two-strike pitches, rather than protect the strike zone.
Peter misses a pinch high here to Tanner Thomas. And Krem goes to the change. He's behind 2-0 now. Back to the gas. Mighty hack. Foul ball not caught by the fans. Thomas, a 2-run double his last time up. Can't catch up to the heat there. Krem a strike away from sending us to the bottom of the 9th in a 1-point game. This is inside.
Krem just tried to overthrow that fastball. Try a little more power there against Thomas. Now jamming on the mound and coming set with his payoff pitch that Thomas laces down the right field line. Foul.
We are not in the greatest place to see balls down the right field line. That went into the land of shadow and flame as far as our angle goes up in the booth, so we're just waiting patiently for the umpires to make a call.
Just wanted to keep everybody on their toes. You're welcome.
Another payoff. There's ball 4. What a plate appearance by Thomas. Does not chase the changeup. Will be content with one base on what should have been his second sprint of the game. Instead is his first. Guang. But he'll be content with the 390 feet nonetheless. Passes the baton to Armando Becerra, who has singled each of his last 2 times up to the dish. Kuzminski trying to hold the line. There goes Thomas, got a great jump. Throw from Leroy. Boy, not in time. He did everything he could. That base stolen on a terrific jump from Tanner Thomas. It was a perfect 6 for 6 in his stolen base attempts this year.
We saw Bill was already active behind home plate, anticipating Thomas to run, but still a jump so good. Leroy didn't have the opportunity to nab him.
3-1 count. That one doesn't get too far away from Bill, so Thomas stays put at second. We've seen a lot of really tremendous battles between Krasminski and Becerra across the past 2 years. It always seems to go to a full count. Here's the 3-1. Oh, Cram can't get it there. That is a huge sprint from Mondo, who is going to task. No, he's going to turn around and take one back, make sure that Thomas scores the run. That instantly turns into a point because we're in our 9th and final inning. And Mondo once again tremendous back in Miami. He ends his day 2 for 4 with the ball 4 sprint, and now a run driven in.
Well, that's insurance that the Party Animals sorely needed. It also makes that stolen base from Thomas even more crucial, as he was able to get himself into scoring position and easily cross once Mondo earned that sprint.
Yeah, that's massive. You will never see a guy score from first on a sprint when the Bananas or Party Animals nail the sprint defense. This one slowly tapped. Osley on the backhand across the diamond in time. But the Party Animals with a huge insurance run. They now lead 5-3 and are 3 outs away from sweeping this 2-game set in LoanDepot Park.
We're going to light up the sky all the way around the stadium here in the Dome, and we're all going to sing Yellow.
We will kill the lights here in the home of the Miami Marlins.
Now I want to hear
light up the ballpark. Well, this is the best yellow has ever looked in a day game. You get to thank the roof for that. So that's the next big renovation for Grayson Stadium. It'll be a dome within a year or two. Sarcasm for everybody at home. It's been a wild pair of games thus far. Here in the 305. The Animals victorious last night after 2 rounds of showdowns, a 5-4 win. This afternoon, their offense has been unbelievable. They've pushed runs across in 5 of the last 6 innings. And 7 of the 9 innings today in total. They lead 5-3. I'm sure Jesse Cole, another exciting finish, has to make you pretty happy.
We love you so much, Banana Nation. Now let's go, Bananas!
Love you too, Jess. Thank you for those kind words, my friend. It'll be Drew Gillespie. He's able to throw a scoreless 9th last night to send us to showdowns. Ended up getting the big strikeout of D.R. Meadows in round 2 to win the ball game.
1 for 2 in save opportunities this season, although he's been in some pretty tricky situations when given the chance. Fortunately for Gillespie, he's got a lot of confidence after the way he performed last night, nailing the showdown shutdown to win the game for the Party Animals, and after throwing a 1-minute and 53-second 9th inning, his first sub-2-minute inning of the year.
4, 5, and 6 in the lineup. Due to swing it for the Bananas. Robert Anthony Cruz ahead, a ball and no strikes. Reese Alexiadis lurks in the on-deck circle. Bill Leroy behind him. 2-0 count now on Rack. 1 for 3 on the day. Tried to make it a 1-point game in one fell swoop, as he's been known to do. This one through the middle, base knock. Rack is Superman in the 9th inning. I mean, he has just been unbelievable in the clutch.
Now 5 for 7, batting in the 9th inning this year. Something that's got to be thrilling. Tyler Gillum and Adam Byron there at first base, coaching up Rack and the base running plan as Super Reese digs in.
Alexiadis represents the game's tying run. It's a fastball right down Broadway. Chance for the fans to get the first out in the bottom of the ninth. You do not snag it. Alexiadis 0 for 2, but earned a sprint his last time. Cosgrove and Gillespie keeping a close eye on Cruz. This one could be 2. Acuff bounces it to Baber between the legs over to first. He throws it all the way to the Nanners dugout. Acuff will grab the trick play on the fielder's choice. Party Animals were so close to a double trick play, double play.
That was going to be something very special for the boys in black and pink if they could have turned 2. They do wipe the lead runner off the bases, but arguably the Bananas now have more speed in Reese Alexiadis versus Robert Anthony Cruz.
Yeah, Rack's got great baseball speed. He's very fast twitch, quick off the jump kind of guy. Alexiadis more pure speed though.
We've already seen him with the stolen base in today's game as well for the Bananas.
But we have also seen him caught trying to steal second base. Cosgrove gunned him down to win the 6th inning. So that's got to be in the back of his mind as well, as Bill ahead in the count 2-1. Check that, 3-1. No, Andy Cosgrove thought it was 2-1. Now we have another mix-up with the count. Vincent Chapman saying it's 3-1. Bill, you can go back and hit it, buddy. That's just going to be a strike on you, leaving the box. This is pure pandemonium. Gillespie with a couple tags. Bill, you only had 1 strike on you. You can go back and hit. Bill is furious with Vincent Chapman. He swears it was ball 4. The wrong count hit the Party Animals in the butt back in the 5th inning. Now it takes care of the Bananas, and Bill is apoplectic. Josh, your count on that pitch?
There was a part of me that did believe that Bill had jumped out to a 3-0 count.
Correct. So at some point there was a miscommunication on if there was a strike on Bill or not. Cox pops this one towards the stands, left side. Fans do not catch it. That's just not fun to watch. The Party Animals are an out away. We'll go back and try and figure out what happened in that Leroy plate appearance after the game. For now, Ryan Cox, representing the game's tie and run, pops it up left side, long run. Tanner Thomas can't get there. Lost his hat. Boy, he got a lot closer than I think he even thought he was going to. Kind of pulled up at the last second. Now the Bananas down to their final strike.
This is where things still get tough for Gillespie and the Party Animals. Cox, that notorious battler with 2 strikes. He'll continue to foul off and protect that plate until he gets a mistake pitch or is able to continue to rack up those balls and earn a sprint.
Another chance for the fans, though. They catch it. Oh, no, but they're saying it's a deflection. Wow, that was a pretty clean snag by the kid. It went through the hands of a couple other fans. We're going to get a quick look right here. Looked like a clean catch to me, but I see what they're saying. Bounced around a little bit. This one bounced to Acuff between the legs over to first. Jacobo, no! Tried for the behind-the-back trick play to win the game. Instead, the Bananas with more life. And now the tying run in scoring position.
Drew Gillespie, the rest of the Party Animals, the fans in attendance at Lone Depot Park can hardly believe what Jacobo just did. A big rookie mistake, and the Bananas are going to try and capitalize on it with their golden batter.
Number 15, Rack Robert Anthony Cruz.
Niners send the guy to the dish who started this inning with a single. Malachi Mitchell pinch running for Cox at second. Cruz represents the game's winning run at the dish. This one driven out to left center field. Tanner Thomas on his horse. He can't get there. It's one hop over the wall. We are tied at 5. Rack comes through in the clutch once again.
The Golden Banner has been a strong suit for the Bananas this season, coming into play with a .429 batting average. And Cruz and the Bananas capitalize on the massive mistake from Sal Jacobo, a bat flip from Rack. He knew that one was going to tie up the ball game. And you see the frustration from Tanner Thomas grabbing onto that chain link fencing in left center field. Now watching the Bananas tie up this game. Now they've got the opportunity to win it with the bat of KJ Jackson.
Hot shot through the right side. Rack's getting the windmill. Throw from Baseda. Not in time. Kyle Jackson walks it off. The Party Animals left the door open. The Bananas kick it in. 3 runs with 2 outs. And they steal game 2 in Miami.
What a rally from the Bananas in the final inning. They capitalize on a massive mistake from the rookie Party Animal, Sal Jacobo. But the pair of lefties, Robert Anthony Cruz as the Golden Batter, and then KJ Jackson produce the biggest knocks of the series and not net the Bananas their 3rd win in the Sunshine State this season.
Savannah Bananas. Miami, you were absolutely electric the last 2 nights with a great win by the Party Animals yesterday and a come from behind win from the Bananas today. We're going to finish with one final ritual here before the cast and the Banana Band will be rocking outside with our post-game plaza party. But Bill, take us home.
Boy, we just witnessed grand larceny. The Party Animals gift the Bananas another life. Well, Bill Leroy finishes up with a big fans first chant. We'll send it down to Drake Toll with the man in the yellow tux, Jesse Cole.
Jesse, drama, controversy, and a spectacular win there at the end for the Bananas. Does it feel like Banana Ball itself is becoming more and more legitimized with every big game?
Yeah, I mean, this game is absolutely crazy. When you think about what's going on, and you never know what's going to happen. And, you know, the Party Animals have been amazing. Trick plays, come from behind, and then tonight, you know, the Party Animals won the game today. They had dominated, and then in the last inning to see what happened, the home run by EJ, you really never know to the last moment. But yeah, there's a lot of work that needs to be done. We need to get better, and the pitchers, we need to throw more strikes, but overall, you know, I'm proud of this game. The fans obviously got a great show, and we continue to get better.
Jesse, you talked about a lot, thinking about the Party Animals as much as any other team, as any other brand. When they come to play the way they did yesterday, then again tonight, going there, how does that grow this sport?
Well, I mean, I think what the Party Animals are doing, they're not only legitimizing the sport, I mean, they're the real deal. The way they're playing, I mean, it's a serious talent, but they know what they're doing. They're having fun, they're celebrating with the fans, and they can compete. I mean, and think of all the runs that have been scored over this weekend in the series. It's pretty impressive. So I'm proud of the Party Animals. When they go to a headlining tour, it's amazing. The demand for the Party Animals right now is very high, and I know you love that, Drake, from your side, but overall, the competition, you can see Party Animals, I mean, it's a devastating loss. And I'll tell you, the Bananas were upset throughout the whole game. These guys care about this sport. It isn't just, hey, a fun exhibition. They care about it. I think that's what's going to make the sport going great into the Banana Ball Championship League in 2026.
Let's talk about those Bananas who ultimately won the game and help from the fans. On the back of some of these fans, a record tonight for fan-caught foul balls in a single game Banana Ball history was made.
I mean, that's what's special about these MLB stadiums, then going to NFL stadiums, because of the amount of foul territory, the amount of fans, the chances for more fan-caught foul balls for outs, it goes up. And to see 3 last night, 4 today, I mean, when we came up with that rule 3-4 years ago, we said, all right, how do we get the fans to get really a part of the game and actually, help impact the game? And they're doing it. They're truly impacting the game, and I think that's what we look forward to. And we're going to see a lot more of that as we play at more of these major league stadiums.
Jesse, are you sure Banana Ball is still in the first inning?
We're certainly in the first inning. We got a lot of work to do. I look at the trick plays and how far we've come. I look at the talent level, but the pitchers can really put on a show once they get going. So we're just getting started. Wait till we get more teams and see this competition go to the highest level.
Jesse, huge weekend for Banana Ball back in MLB stadiums. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Josh, Biko, and then there was that. Party on, I guess.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Drake. I'm really, from the bottom of my heart, I'm sorry for how that game ended. Let's take a look at the numbers behind it. The showman of the game, the fans. It's a historical afternoon, and they snag 4 foul outs, the most ever in a Banana Ball game.
Well, the Bananas surely wouldn't have been able to win the game without some key plays from fans. You saw 2 that went in favor of Kyle Perry early on in the ball game. And at the very end, it was a really impressive rally as well from the Bananas, who entered batting .262 in innings 7 through 9 this season. They wound up with 7 hits in the final 3 innings of play, tacked on 2 ball force sprints as well to help win this game.
And we get to see all 4 foul outs to fans. As you mentioned, the first 2 happened in the first. It was Cosgrove and then Thomas fouling out 2 of the 3 outs that Kyle Perry got to get out of that top of the first inning. And then you have to thank Dan Oberst, because he provided each of the next 2 foul outs to fans. One of the only times we've seen that in Banana Ball history. Just funny enough that it happened to Andy Cosgrove last night as well.
Yeah, it was pretty incredible. What's also incredible about this series, 7 foul balls total caught by fans across 2 games. The single series record has now been tied. It was also 7 fan-caught foul balls. That came across 3 games in Fresno, California. So you're seeing the impact of the fans in these big league ballparks coming away with big outs that truly have an impact on a Banana Ball game any given night.
And I beg your pardon, it was Sal Jacobo who had 2 foul outs to fans last night. And of course, unfortunately for Sal, it all comes back to his missed trick play that would have ended the game in what would have been a Party Animals victory. It is definitely a big learning moment for a Banana Ball rookie, only 13 games into his career, trying to make it a fantastic, unbelievable double trick play to put an exclamation point on 4 straight wins, 5 in 6 games, a sweep in Miami, and it couldn't have gone any worse. You give Rack an opportunity, he hits the 2-run double to tie it, and then you give KJ an opportunity, he shoots a ball through the 4-hole on the first pitch he sees. Ball game, all of a sudden you have lost.
Yeah, it's very tough for Jacobo and the Party Animals as a whole, and you just have to recognize the situations. You've got 2 outs, you're 1 out away from extending that winning streak, and also you have to, again, recognize that the Bananas were really hot offensively. Again, we mentioned 7 hits in the final 3 innings of play in today's contest. And that offensive rally continued as the Bananas immediately went to that golden batter. Robert Anthony Cruz came through, and then KJ Jackson, he became the Bananas' walk-off hero in Game 2.
And there's a lot to be thinking about at all times in Banana Ball, but just knowing that the Nanners still have that golden batter and Robert Anthony Cruz is looking like the greatest ninth inning hitter of all time in 2025. He's now 6 for 8 on the tour. He was 2 for 2 in the ninth tonight, including that game-tying double. It's just all things to munch on before you try and make a fantastic play. But it is easy to be a Monday morning quarterback. As you can see at the bottom of your screen, we will be back in action this coming Friday night. It'll be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. 3 more games in our beloved home of historic Grayson Stadium. The Bananas now lead this tour 7 games to 6. Thanks to that tremendous 9th inning rally, and they will try and build on a little late life and some momentum that they got here. A big thank you to our entire cast and crew here on the Bananas television side that put together a pair of fantastic technical broadcasts across these past 2 days. A big thank you to our executive producer, Yvonne Trezak, as well as all of our camera operators and engineers here in Miami, as well as our director of the broadcast, Mr. Chad Reese, and his fantastic crew in the control room up there in Savannah. Thank you to Drake Tolldown on the field. Fantastic interviews and a terrific speed tour of LoanDepot Park as well. And thanks Josh Talevsky for the statistical savantry and color coordinating as per usual. We will see you all this coming Friday night from Savannah, where the rivalry resumes. Until then, we will see you later! Guang.